Does it really matter if anything is perfect anymore, though?
Hey guys, Lex Dahl here with
Pat Tracy.
Pat Keebler.
For Would You Spend a Day with Tim Allen? Today we have another guest for you.
The most famous person that we've ever had on the podcast so far.
Ever.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Boston Edler.
This show is great,
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Owner of Potato Factory Films. And I'm not going to get any more into
Factory.
that. Listen, no. I'm not going to get any more to that because what we do with our guests, which we did really late last time, but we're going to jump right into it, is you're on our website.
Am I really?
On the guest
Oh,
page.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, I put him on yesterday because I was like, he's confirmed, so I put it on the site. I'm gonna read
What
you your
picture?
paragraph.
Okay, I love
It's on his Instagram.
Ooh, I love that
It was
picture.
this
Oh, that's a
selfie.
good one.
He was. I chose it because in the caption for it says, "I'm not 100% sure why I use this photo. I'm 100% sure why I use this photo."
That's what I
And
thought.
why don't we do what we do with Nathan? Put that right here.
Okay.
On the site. Anyway, so it's 5 sentence paragraphs, just a summary.
Okay.
So we got Boston Edler is a regular guest on. Should be on. I keep messing that up.
Would you spend a day with
On
Tim Allen?
Would You Spend a Day with Tim Allen? He first appeared. He first appeared on WYSADWTA on June 10th, 2017. He's the owner of Potato Factory Films as well as his failed division,
Sister channel.
Potato Factory Gaming.
Yeah.
I was
Boston.
excited for that.
Yeah, it fell through. Nobody could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boston ties the record for most guest appearances on the podcast with Nathan Curley at 1, and he's a crazy person. And I put crazy in italics.
Yeah.
There's that one sentence that sums up.
I am pretty crazy.
You're pretty
I'll admit
crazy.
that.
Well, we're all crazy on the inside.
I'm sorry, the cough's back. Can't help it. I'm dying, I'm sorry. Yeah, and then we got, when I put his paragraph in, it moved everything up, and so now this is all messed up. And just everyone's everyone. I don't have a picture of Griffin yet, but we still got this glorious picture of Nathan. So anyways,
Right.
we got the next 90 minutes to kill you, Boston.
All right, wonderful.
And I've already seen you, probably a sum of 90 minutes today.
That's possible. Were you just staring at me at lunch the whole time?
We were talking about you a lot.
Because I've done that to you before.
I know.
Like the time that you changed your hair,
Yeah.
and I walked over, and I
Yeah.
just stared at you and repeatedly said the word cyan.
Yeah, Camden did that to me today. I have had thoughts of sitting, because we sit, for you guys don't know, we sit in the middle of the lunchroom. There's, on the walls, it's the round tables, then it's the lawn tables, then it's 2 rows of...
See, I always sat in the round tables.
Yeah, so we sit in the 2 rows of the middle round tables, and he's over here, and I'm either here, it used to be here, now we're like way over here. But when I was over here, I had thoughts of the days that I'd be like, I don't want to talk to Boston today, and I feel like he's going to come talk to me. I was like, let's go sit at those round tables. And so there was like twice we did that where I was like, I cannot put up with Boston today, we're going to go sit at the wall.
I am a pretty irritating person.
The reason for that is though, is because when you show up at our table, because you're here and we're like here, you have a beeline. We're over here.
B-line, B for Boston.
Yes,
Yeah.
a Boston
Yes.
line. When we're over here and you're over here, we see you get up to come talk to me. We got a lot of time to ditch it. We can just leave.
Yeah. I'd be very offended if you did that.
Oh yeah,
It would
that's the
hurt my
point.
feelings.
Yeah.
You triggered.
Yeah.
Would you need a Band-Aid?
For your feelings.
Yes, I would need to. Yeah.
Okay, did we tell...
You know,
did we guys-
I just like to clarify here though that most of the time when I walk over to your lunch table, it's because you called out to me from across the lunchroom.
I'm more
and told me to come over there.
I'm more specifically talking about when we were working on 22, which is now 25.
Oh yes.
Just the script deadlines.
That
and stuff.
was a very stressful situation.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'll be easier to do in the summer.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that.
Another thing that we're not going to jump into the main stuff yet. Another thing though, you guys haven't met yet.
No.
So Boston, Patrick, Boston.
Yeah,
Got
you
that
seem
out of
like
the
a
way.
cool guy.
Oh, yeah. Because I am.
He seems like a nice guy. He's
the
got
guy.
weird hair.
This is the guy who's trying to
I
run
got
you out of
weird hair.
business. And all you can say is, seems like a nice
See,
guy.
I love it. We know so many quotes, especially you and me combined. Watch most quotable movies ever according to Bat on our YouTube channel. Mine will be out soon.
Yeah.
And we say a lot of quotes on the podcast.
I missed a lot of my videos.
Yeah, we missed. I started mine. It just did not go well. But Patrick has seen some of the movies we quoted, and he just doesn't understand some of the quotes sometimes. Now,
Well, that's
Boston-
because I'm just too, bugged or, tired just to, continue the joke, and I'm like, okay, yep, I get it, quote, and sometimes
No,
it's
You know,
not.
okay, so I've been thinking ever since you've mentioned the quotes, I've been trying to come up with a good movie quote as a response to that,
Okay.
and I've completely failed. I just
that
like to
perfectly
mention
brings into what I was about to say. Is you haven't seen as many movies as
that.
us.
No,
Now our current movie count is at 1,049, but
Wow.
No, it's actually 1050.
1050.
I miss Zombie Babies.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So 1050, which you have not been in our. You have not seen the collection since like 600 movies. We have a new shelf now.
Really?
Yeah. We built
That's
a shelf.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. You can check it out on. I think it's in one of your videos. I've missed a couple of DVD updates.
I started to watch one of the DVD collection videos,
Yeah.
but I didn't.
The collection videos I like, except for me. I loved film it, like doing the Tim Allen thing at the start.
Tim Allen, yes.
But
That's the whole point of the show.
Yeah.
So.
But I love doing that intro scene where I'm talking about Tim Allen, but getting into
I
it,
think it's this one. I'm gonna mute it.
or watching back. Yeah.
Pause it.
Watching back that video and watching me say like we couldn't do this with Tim Allen, it just looks weird. I don't like watching it.
I built a shelf.
Oh, that's a pretty cool show.
Yeah.
I like it.
The one shelf is
yeah,
really wonky. Though.
really bad.
It's really wonky.
But it's really nice.
Trust me, it's a cool show.
It's really nice.
Oh, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, they might have already
You
seen
should go
it.
check out that
Yeah,
video.
they've probably seen it.
Yeah, link right here.
Yeah.
Um,
In the description, probably.
but what I like
Right here in the
Annotations.
description.
yeah, annotations probably.
Yeah, probably.
The thing I love most about the new shelf is that finally, now the biggest pain with our collection is if we
The bottom
the
shelf.
bottom
yeah.
shelf, those Blu-rays. If you really wanted a Blu-ray, like you had to actually get down on your knees and like go through the Blu-rays, and like some of them were like behind some of them,
Yeah.
and some of them were really low, and you had to pick up the whole stack. Now we got our Blu-rays high up, like it's head level, for me even, and it's like. It's
Are
very
they
cool.
in alphabetical order?
Yes, they
Every
are.
single movie is.
Okay. I hate alphabetical
don't
order.
get
I
it.
know, and I hate how you do it.
I absolutely hate alphabetical
Yeah.
order. See, like, if I was gonna organize stuff, which I don't organize stuff, it would be in chronological order.
So like
That's
the
so
year,
stupid.
That's so bad.
so like the
it'd
year
be-
that came out.
It would be by genre, and then by series, and then chronological order.
That's-
What you
okay.
don't realize, you would have to then know, if you have 1,050 movies, you would have to literally know every single year
But I didn't
every
know that.
movie came out.
I know that too.
Tell
but
me a
I'm just
movie
like,
I could probably give you like a
Ghostbusters
ballpark.
2.
1989. around there.
89.
89.
Okay, I was 2 years off.
No, it's
But what
a
I'm saying,
That 2 years is crucial.
yeah, when
You're over here in the
you-
91
But I don't
section.
have that many movies.
I'm
I
just
know,
saying.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you have 1,050, do you think we know every year?
I don't know the
some of our
alphabet,
stuff
so
is? That's true. He didn't know the
Well,
literally.
I don't know
I
where
know
P
most
is.
of it.
Yeah.
Well, at the end credits of almost every movie, and like the very, very end of the credits, it'll say like copyright whatever year it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
mean,
know.
that's
I'm
ways
just
to
saying.
figure
But
it
then
out.
you have to know every single one. Now it's easy for some stuff. CDs would be a lot easier, I think, to do
Yeah.
for some of them, but I just don't see it for movies, especially books. No one knows the year
Yeah, I
books
would never.
came out.
I would never know for books.
Yeah.
Books you can't even alphabetize because they're all different sizes and.
Oh, they're terrible.
Well, I mean, but you should know that like War and Peace came out before like Captain Underpants.
Yeah.
Really?
Did it?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it
You
did.
guys, we're gonna jump into movies. I had more to say, but
Enough about
speaking of
books.
Captain Underpants, have you guys
We didn't
seen?
make a podcast.
I
on
saw like
books.
one trailer.
Is
on
it
TV
out?
for
I was
it.
Yeah.
gonna ask.
I think it comes out this
Yeah,
month.
Ed Helms is Captain Underpants.
Yeah,
Are you excited?
I don't know if I'm excited. I just kind of.
I haven't watched the trailer. or
I
anything
hope
yet.
they did it right. And you know, I didn't get
Right.
at first. The subtitle is the first epic movie,
Is it?
and at first I thought, seriously, they're already just like saying they're gonna make a sequel to it right in the title.
Yeah.
But then I realized that the books were all called like the first epic novel or
Yeah,
something
like the
that.
second episode.
Yeah, and then I was like, that's actually really cool. You know.
Yeah, I only read like one book. I don't even
I
think-
love those.
I
books
read.
earlier.
I think I read all the books up until the
I had a few.
7th, I think.
Yeah, there was like a big hiatus at one point, and then I just was too old for it by the time it came out.
Yeah.
No, it's animated, right?
Yeah, it's like
That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
No, it's a live action.
it's the live
like-
action Captain Underpants.
There was
Jeff Garlin.
There was rumors of like Ed Helms saying he would totally get in uniform
that would be
to
cool.
do it.
That would be.
That's why I was
But-
not excited
He's
for it.
too skinny.
I don't know. I don't know the story of Captain Underpants. I don't know.
I think he's like a mild
Well, I
mannered
think
teacher.
based
He's
on
a-
the
teacher.
No,
based
he's a
on
principal.
based on the like trailer, I think it's a kind of a combination of the first 3 books
Okay.
because it has like I don't want to talk about Captain Underpants.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I just
Nobody
I haven't
does.
seen anything about it.
yeah.
Yeah, very.
What about
little.
what about Cars 3?
Cars
I'm
3.
really
Okay,
excited.
it
about
looks
Cars 3.
really good.
It looks
Yeah,
amazing.
Okay, but I have some complaints about that.
I
though.
do too.
I've never seen the second one.
Yeah.
The second
That
one
one
was
sucks.
the worst Pixar movie, but it's
Exactly.
still like it's kind of a guilty pleasure. Honestly, it's just such a weird.
I'll have to
movie.
watch it.
So
I
here's
don't
the
think so.
here's the thing I have with the Cars 3 trailer. It for me, legitimately looks like a Fast and Furious trailer if it wasn't animated.
My thing with the Cars 3 trailer is that it looks amazing, but then when you read the plot on Wikipedia, it kind of lets me down because it's kind of a cliche movie.
No, it's definitely a
It's
cliche
really,
plot.
it's
yeah.
really cliche because you
It's
watch
been
the
done
trailer
many times,
Yeah.
and I don't think it's going to be done very differently in this movie. It's
No,
just
no.
I think it's one of those movies where it's going to be good to
Now-
go back and kind of.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What?
Going back to Captain Underpants,
Oh.
it's been banned in schools for insensitivity and being unsuited to age group, as well as encouraging children to disobey authority.
Okay, now I really want to see
It was
it.
the #1 banned book, and in October,
you're talking about the book? Okay.
yeah, in October
the book.
2015, the 12th book received controversy due to a reference to Harold being gay. Some elementary schools have banned the book for this reason.
Oh my god.
Yeah, $10 says that they're all like southern schools, like Texas or
Yeah.
like Tennessee. I mean, well, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me it's like not like a southern
Man,
state.
so many people are in this
Probably
movie.
most of them.
But no. So
Kevin
Cars
Hart,
3.
Ed Helms,
Yeah, Kevin Hart.
Kristen
is,
Shaw. We were talking about
Kristen
her.
Shaw,
Kristen
yes.
Shaw is great.
Yeah.
Mabel,
I love
right?
Chris-
What?
Yeah, Mabel
Yeah,
from.
Mabel, yeah.
Actually, the only
Gravity
way I
Falls.
remember her is from
She's in
Bob's
Last Man
Burger.
on Earth.
Yeah, the last time I on Earth and
Yeah,
Bob's Burger.
That's such a good
yeah,
show.
yeah, Bob's
Such
Burger.
a good show.
Yeah,
you watched that?
I haven't. I watched the beginning of it. That's on my list of shows I want to catch up on.
so good.
Yeah.
But back to Cars 3, because the first trailer's released, it's just like him flipping, and it looks really good.
yeah,
Like it doesn't look like
It looks very
past car games.
different.
It looks
from-
really different. I just recently heard or just saw the trailer with actual dialogue of Owen Wilson. Sounds a little better. Like the plot does. If you guys don't know the plot, I think we've talked about Cars 3, but it's like he goes back to the racing circuit, but he has to compete. It's kind of like what
it's like a comeback story because like there's like
it's
there
all
are,
the
like
new
this
racers.
new better generation of racers, and then they and then like Lightning McQueen isn't good enough to compete with these new
It's
guys,
kinda-
so he has to like train to get better. And,
it's
and come
kind
back.
of
How do
like
cars
actually
train?
crashes.
So it's kind of like the first three
watched
Fast
the
and
trailer.
Furious.
It's
movies.
kind of like what the Richard Petty car from the first one. I can't remember the name of it. It's kind of what he dealt with. Like he was the old car. Everyone.
Oh,
knew
Yeah,
it.
King.
Yeah. It's the Richard Petty
Yeah,
car.
Doc,
Yeah.
Doc or whatever his name.
No, Doc is the.
Oh, the car.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, that's.
I'm talking about the right at the
Yeah,
start.
the blue
'cause
one.
It's
Oh,
the,
it's
it's the
Oh
green-
yeah, well there was a comparison between those two too.
Yeah.
Like Doc and
Oh yeah.
The King.
yeah, and King, yeah.
But the kid
They were
is
both-
Richard Petty, like the voice and everything. And it's,
Oh, okay,
it's the
okay.
car's based off him and everything. But it's kind of what he dealt with, where he's this.
Plus, I
driver.
mean,
Was Chick Hicks? Is that his
Yeah.
name?
he's gonna be. Oh yeah, okay. That reminds me of what I was gonna say. Is one thing that's kind of good about this new one is Mater is in the trailer for like 2 seconds. In any of the trailers, he's in it for like in one of them for like 2 seconds. And
I'm not the biggest Mater fan.
I don't like Mater very much. I mean, I liked him when I was like 6.
Yeah.
But
But not
yeah.
like when you're 16.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Cars 2 ruins him.
yeah, I
The
know.
wasabi scene is why Cars 2 is
Such a
bad.
good- yeah.
That's why it's bad, is because of the
Pistachio
wasabi
ice cream.
scene. Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch that movie tonight.
It's just so bad.
You guys have it.
This is the
Yeah.
first time we've ever like agreed on movie dates.
Right.
We get
Well, you know, I was,
so angry.
I
at
was
each other.
watching the first episode, and I like agreed with literally everything you guys said about Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh yeah, 'cause
Oh,
it was
yeah,
an amazing
yeah.
movie.
It was a great
Yeah.
movie. The soundtrack was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
mediocre.
Well, we've already talked about
yeah,
that.
yeah,
too.
exactly, yeah. But
Well, to the second one.
yeah,
Yeah, no, it's like the first one was
was
amazing.
an amazing soundtrack.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna bounce off stream of the movies. We'll get back to it, but I just want to mention on our first episode and second episode.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You've had like
No, the second had the brownies. So the first episode we had the drum set.
Yeah.
We no longer have the drum set, but I brought drumsticks.
The drum set's
from
in the
my
van.
new drum set. Yeah, it's in the van, but it's
Yeah, I saw that drum set. It was pretty
it's
cool.
it's a really cool. It's a hassle to set up. Honestly, it does
Yeah,
take
it
a while.
falls over.
Yeah, it falls up. Obviously, go watch our video on Instagram.
Our video? You mean my
Is
video?
it? Did we repost
You mean
it though?
just the video, how about that?
It's in our description. But it's a hassle to set up, and the cymbal won't tighten enough. So when you hit the cymbal, it literally is like there's this much of a gap between the cymbal and the top.
Okay.
And obviously, you kind of play drums.
I mean, I did once in like a class.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Right.
I know you never really took it. That's like he was in that class too. Obviously,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
tutoring it next year.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
shitty
cool.
at the drums.
He was terrible. At
I
drums.
was awful at the drums. I was pretty good at the
You didn't-
guitar because I had some
yeah.
prior and the bass.
Yeah,
But,
bass is
anyone
easy,
can
Yeah,
do
yeah,
bass.
bass.
I
you-
can't do 4 things at
Yeah.
once.
I almost called it a bass when I accident.
You didn't see you with Sam.
Slap in
with,
the ass.
I'm not gonna say his name. Where we
Peppermint
bleeped
Eagles.
too many last names. It's gonna
Okay.
be really hard.
Yeah,
for
but
me
like he's that person
It's gonna
that
be
you
hard-
can't say his name.
that's
without
why
saying
it's
his
gonna
full
be
name.
really
Yeah.
hard for me to say.
Oh, you're talking about. I know
Yeah,
exactly what you're
yeah.
talking about.
So-
Yeah, you can't.
You
I
really
only
can't-
call him by
yeah,
his first
it's
name.
it's also
he,
with
he loves Kylo Ren.
yeah,
Freddie
yeah,
Mercury,
yeah. It's the same with
Lynch.
Nick.
He does
No, not
Lego
him.
stop motion.
No?
If
No.
you're watching this,
Oh,
I'm gonna say his first name, so
You're-
bleep that
you're
part
great.
out because he just said a last name.
Nick Lynch.
It's kind of it's kind of like that. How you can't say his
that's
name
I
hard.
can't. I just always
Yeah.
say Lynch.
oh, I
Anyways.
call him by his last
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, it's just his last
And
name.
it's like
We can leave
like,
Lynch
yeah.
in. Anyways, but
Maybe he'll be on the
He's gonna
podcast.
be in
no,
some of my
I
videos
don't.
soon.
I do not.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
He was in Quest 21.
Yeah, he was in my most recent video. So,
Yeah.
He was a terrible
Was that-
actor. I thought.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah.
was okay. That was
He's
because he
better
didn't
than
know
him.
his lines.
Better than him.
We made like a first version of that video in 2016, and it just I never
really
finished it,
bad
so, like,
version.
It wasn't as good, yeah. But he was a much better actor in that, and I think it was
he
just,
has taken theater and stuff.
yeah, and I think he just like he kind of messed up his lines in the
Yeah.
second one because I didn't give him enough time to learn them really.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to give a lot of
Anyways,
foreknotice. for
but you
videos.
know who I was talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try not to say his last name, but what you didn't need to know drums because Sam was good
Oh
at
yeah,
drums.
he was amazing at drums.
He's really good at
You
drums.
know now we have to get him to watch this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he
yes,
has-
absolutely.
I don't think he knows about it because I
Just tell
talked to him.
everybody you know about.
Yeah.
I haven't. So
Anything
Like, comment,
that you-
subscribe.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Boston, tell the 3 people you talk to.
I talked to more than 3.
Anybody that has
How
a
many
YouTube
seat,
account.
how many seats are at the round table? 8?
Okay, Moob comes over all the time.
Yeah.
Is he subscribed?
No.
He is not subscribed.
So
no.
it's 8, but there's 8 seats, right?
yeah, there's 8
And I
seats.
always see about 2 empty unless Move shows up. So about, you know about 7 people.
well,
including me,
That's
I
what
guess.
it was. That's what it was.
Now,
before
is
this
it how
one.
many people you
Yeah.
know or how many you're friends with?
I mean, I'm friends with a ton of people. It's just I don't sit at the same table at lunch with them.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
I saw you with someone walking in the hall the other day.
This
that
episode got real mean girls
didn't
there.
know.
I know.
Anyways,
It's a movie I've still
but
never seen.
maybe I'll get
those-
that person to watch. I don't know who it was, but I might know who it was. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, those people.
Everybody's mom.
If
should
I
watch
actually
the
get this
show.
person to watch, it's gonna be really funny looking back at it and just.
My ex-girlfriend should watch this show.
What? Katie
What?
graduated.
Hey, yeah, I know.
She
No,
graduated. I think it was
graduated.
in like episode 1 or 2. We were talking shit about our friend Griffin,
Yeah.
and we were like, we can't wait for him to watch it.
And he watched it. He really laughed. But anyways, yeah. Speaking of his ex-girlfriend, she graduated
Yeah.
the other day.
Oh.
Congrats to her, I guess. I wonder if she'll
Okay.
watch it. She'll definitely watch it. She's seen it on my story enough to know it exists. But
Exactly.
that's what I was gonna say about Sam. Really hard for me to.
Yeah, I know. I always say his full name.
Yeah.
Can't you
It's
just
so
say
hard
it
not
and
to.
then tell him about it?
No.
Well,
no,
we already
his
know who it
parents,
is, though.
His
Oh yeah, his
parents.
parents own it.
His
Yeah, like,
parents
okay.
don't let him do anything.
He's gonna be in like one of my videos in the future, like next
Yeah.
year. But we've got this whole system where like
He has to be like 18.
he has to have a helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's gonna have like this helmet, and we're not gonna put his name in the Sorry, in the
It's a
credits or
Captain
anything.
Mysterio stuff then.
So it's like
No,
a
it's kind
cameo.
of, but he's like the main bad guy
Yeah.
in the last season, which I turned into a movie of
Yeah.
the really
But anyways,
bad show. That
So,
which, for the record, it's bad on purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, it
I'm
may
a
not
really big
seem
fan
like
of it, actually.
Yeah, It's funny,
I like
like,
this guy's channel.
a bunch of my friends' brothers are
Yeah,
fans of
yeah.
Quest. I don't know why that is.
yeah. But anyway, so what I was gonna say about Sam, I haven't talked to Sam much recently. I don't know what it is. You know,
Yeah.
I see him sometimes, but so like I haven't told him about the podcast at all.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I've talked to him since I bought the domain name, and even like we actually
That's
started
weird.
production.
Didn't you guys used to talk all the time?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we had a lot of classes.
Oh,
together.
yeah, last
the
year,
last
didn't you
like
have a
few
ton? Yeah.
semesters. Yeah, we had 2. We had more than 2 because we had to spend 3 hours with each other in a row because we had 3rd and 4th block together,
Ah, okay.
and then lunch was also
yeah.
'cause-
So,
Oh no, because lunch is now before 3rd block. Anyways, but it would be lunch, then a half-hour break, and then it would be 3 hours straight with him and this other kid.
Yeah.
And then we had 5th block together, and then this year, first semester, we had 5th block together, and then we had. Did we have one more class together? I think it was just 5th block. Yeah, it was just 5th block.
I just thought of the story. Sorry, finish your story.
Yeah,
then.
but so I haven't talked to him much this year, especially with leaving the lunch table and everything. I just don't talk to him anymore, and so I don't think he even knows. I don't know. I doubt you've mentioned this much. I know I've talked to Camden about it, and talked to Camden about it much on the
I wanted to see if it worked.
in classes and stuff.
Spoiler alert, it does.
I don't know.
If what
Um,
works.
Yeah, but speaking of like people who like I always say their last name with their first
Yeah.
name. So Ryan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So earlier today,
Yeah.
I was walking back to the school because we were outside because it's the end of the school year, so nobody's doing anything.
Yeah.
But and I just saw a person from far away, and all I could see was their shirt. Okay.
And
I knew it was him. I almost just said his last name.
yeah. The thing with the thing
I don't
with
know who you guys are talking
the,
about.
Yeah, you-
the
you
thing
know,
with
but-
Ryan. The thing with
because he
Ryan.
always wears stripes.
I'm
He has at least probably 7 stripes on all
Yeah.
his shirts.
I'm convinced at this point that his last name might actually be a part of his first name because I saw like not everyone signs their full name in the yearbook.
Yeah.
A lot of people like they leave their paragraph.
I would
and
probably sign my full name.
Yeah.
I never sign.
You know my signature, how
Yeah.
elegant it is and
It's
everything.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Type this guy's name for me, so I
Okay. You won't know.
You-
I
I
almost.
I
don't
want to
think-
hear what it sounds
I
like.
almost. Oh, it's a great name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
And so
Okay.
I almost think we
Yeah.
could say his last name because it was in Genome Insurgency.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But at the same time, I don't want to say it.
Right.
So,
it was a different person
but
playing.
not everyone leaves their full first and last name. Yeah, it was a different. It was a girl
So,
playing
yeah,
him,
it was a girl playing him.
and we
Is
had
that
her.
the one you guys filmed at our house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the. Yeah.
I wasn't involved. I edited
you're
that. I
supposed
didn't
to
do
be
anything
there.
else. Yeah. I
God,
was
that
busy, I
day of
can't remember
filming. I
why.
want to talk about that day of filming because it was such a fun. There's
I
so
wish I
many
was there.
so many
Yeah.
inside jokes within the people that you don't realize that Erica and Moob and Kane.
Erica's a transgender, they know.
Yeah.
Was that necessary to mention?
I don't know.
I like trans.
It's a fun fact.
Okay, I guess so. Yeah.
But Erica, yeah,
I'm gonna get her to watch it now. And
Yeah.
I don't think she will, because she hates it.
Okay,
She
so
watched
when
it.
I saw Ryan off in the distance, she was with him. Okay.
Yeah.
Why doesn't she like our show?
Because I showed it to her and I said only bad things about it when I
Yeah.
showed it to her.
She
the
also
first time.
she also doesn't think I'll ever amount to anything. So anything that I'm a part of will never be successful.
I know
could-
it's true.
I could be
I
in
feel
the
the
don't,
same
I don't
way.
think that. I think you can
Yeah.
do something.
I could be. I could literally just go to
My
Hollywood. I could
It's just
get,
you don't
I
have
could,
a great track record with The Gap and all
Yeah.
your shows. That
I
you
could
plan
get-
making
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
I
The
could
Gap is hilarious.
I could
You
get-
just guys
see.
I have a very
hear
good
it.
track record
Sorry.
for Ramones.
I could get through I could go through Logan, your uncle.
Yeah.
Get away into Hollywood. Get onto the Infinity War movie, and she would not see it because I'm a part of it, and it won't be a good movie then.
Yeah.
And she hates
I can-
anything I do.
That's probably true.
Speaking-
Actually, yeah.
Movies. I just learned on Wikipedia that Zack Snyder, who directed Justice League,
Yeah.
his daughter just committed suicide.
Really?
Yeah, so he
That's
left Justice League during post-production.
I didn't know that was why he left. I heard he
Yeah.
left, but I didn't.
Well, they
yeah.
brought in Joss Whedon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
I
now
heard about
Joss
that,
Whedon
yeah.
did the Avengers and Justice League.
Yeah, that's kind
Which
of
is
cool.
total
actually.
bullshit.
I mean, I think that's kind of cool.
I mean, it's
like,
kind of cool.
I mean, it's
but
like it's kind of like the rival things,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's kind of cool that they got. Like,
Well, I
the
mean,
same
if we're
guy.
talking
I don't-
director rivalries, we had J.J. Abrams do Star Trek.
and then
And
Star
yeah,
Wars.
yeah,
is
yeah,
like-
that's true. Same
Yeah.
thing happened there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just saw Wonder Woman this past weekend.
Okay.
How was that?
It was actually pretty
did-
good.
did you-
It's got a really high rating on
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes.
It's definitely my favorite DCEU movie. But I
Okay.
mean, not that that's saying much. But
Is
many
Ben
have you
Affleck
seen, though?
in it?
Ben Affleck is not in it.
Alright.
He's
now
he's
you only
referenced.
Okay,
Like,
I'll
you,
go see
I
it.
mean, you only saw.
Ben Affleck
Suicide
already
Squad,
did enough
right?
in
No,
Daredevil.
I-
We don't need that.
Did you see
I saw
Batman?
Man of Steel.
Okay.
I saw like the
Man of Steel is okay.
CinemaSins
Yeah.
video for
Oh.
Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
Never actually seen it. I don't really want to see
I don't
it.
either, because they
Yeah.
ruined Batman for
Yeah.
me with Ben Affleck.
He just he's
I mean,
And
really
Doomsday looks
We're gonna own it
terrible.
one day.
Yeah, and
But-
Martha.
Yeah.
Martha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you can talk about Batman v Superman without mentioning the Martha.
Martha's
What's the
terrible.
Martha thing?
Oh, you don't know
Oh
about
my
this?
God.
Okay, I got to explain this. So
Yeah,
um,
I don't give a shit about spoilers.
Okay, so at one point in this
Obviously.
movie, so basically the writers needed a reason for Batman and Superman to stop fighting each other.
Yeah.
And so what they came up with It's just
Oh,
so
I know
awful.
exactly what this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says like
Oh,
something Martha,
God.
and he's like,
And he's like, Martha, why did you say that name? And it's like, I haven't seen it, but it's like, then they're like talking about how both their moms' names are Martha, and then they bond over it. And they like,
Yeah, it's just so bad.
yeah,
People-
I have no intention of seeing the movie, but
Yeah.
we will own it one day.
Um,
Just 'cause
I
I want to
yeah.
own everything.
I don't want to own Suicide Squad though. 'Cause
We'll own Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad is like that movie that when you're watching it, it's really good, you know? And it's
Right.
like, it's an entertaining movie to watch.
Suicide
It's
Squad.
just right after you watch it, and right after you watch a real movie, then you're like, wow, Suicide
It's
Squad
kinda-
was awful.
In a
You know?
way, it's kind of like Star Wars, where the actors involved hate it, because obviously
Could you turn that on?
Yeah, like
Harrison Ford
yeah.
hates Star Wars, and Alec
Al
Could you
Guinness.
turn on?
Alec
Yeah,
Guinness
he hated it too,
hates
yeah.
Star like
Well, he's dead,
to
but-
to his grave he hated
Yeah,
Star
I know.
Wars.
I've read about that.
Alec Guinness,
The guy that played Obi-Wan in the
Obi-Wan,
original.
hates
Oh.
Star Wars, and Harrison Ford, he doesn't hate Star Wars, he hates
I mean,
everything, and Star Wars happens to be a thing,
Yeah.
which is why he hates it.
Well, I mean, Harrison Ford like shows up to all the like promo
Yeah.
things, and
Yeah.
he's, I mean, he
Uh,
like
How do you hate Star Wars?
I don't know. It's just like
This it's a problem I
he
have with
does.
this
He
guy.
used to. Yeah.
See,
It's not that I don't hate it.
here, no,
No,
Oh,
you
he
know
does.
you know Brandon. He came to our table
right.
eventually.
You mean?
I
yeah,
know,
yeah, I know
yeah.
who you're talking
The
about.
the huge Star Wars
I mean,
buff.
yeah.
We agreed on
Wait, right?
He comes to Board Game Club. Play Smash Up.
Oh,
at Board
yeah,
Game
okay,
Club.
okay,
That
yeah.
one. So
No, I thought you were talking about somebody else for a second. I
No.
definitely know who Brandon is. I thought you were confusing him with somebody
no.
for a second.
So
yeah.
Brandon, me and him in like him and I in like 6th grade made the rule about Star Wars v Star Trek.
Okay.
They're totally different.
Listen,
There's not even
listen,
a war.
listen.
It's just the name is
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think Star Wars sucks.
No.
He doesn't think Star Trek sucks. In fact, he really enjoys Star Trek.
They're both really good.
Here's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
we have agreed. This is the rule we set for ourselves and anyone that wants to be like our close friend to talk to Star Wars and Star Trek about. We both, in the world, Star Trek and Star Wars are equal.
Yeah.
They are equal.
They're
I just
equal.
happen to choose that Star Trek is better. Personally, it's
And
better.
I prefer Star Wars.
Exactly.
But I like
Me too.
both of them.
Right.
I think Star Trek is more of an adventure series.
Yeah.
well, the point of
Whereas
Star
Star Wars
I still haven't.
is more fantasy and action.
it's in
Yeah.
it's in the title right there. Star Trek is
and
based.
Star Wars.
Yeah, but Star Trek is
the
based.
titles are very.
Star Trek is.
This is what we're doing.
Yeah,
this is why
Star Trek is based.
Trek in space.
Yeah, it's
Wars.
Wars
in
in
space.
space.
It's based on the idea. Star Trek is based on the idea that Earth has conquered world peace.
Yeah.
They've done it. They did it. They're like,
They
there's
destroyed
no more
world
problems.
peace.
So what else to do now? What we
We're
accomplished.
conquered.
We accomplished the goal of world peace. What do we do now?
You
Blow it
got
up.
an explosion.
We didn't do anything out there yet.
Oh, okay.
We didn't do anything out there yet. We've gone to the moon, sure.
I was gonna say, what are you pointing?
Did you know that
That's it.
scientists know more about the moon than they do the ocean floor?
Yes.
Yes.
The ocean is scary.
Yeah. Anyways, they know. So they're like, we didn't do much up there. We have some satellites. We went on the moon, whatnot. We have some rovers on Mars. They found an exoplanet. They found an exoplanet, and it's a layer of lava, and under that is carbon,
Okay.
and in between that is just Happy Meals from McDonald's.
Wait, what?
Under the thin layer of carbon. I'll show you the video later. It's hilarious.
Is it a real thing?
No.
No. Okay. I was gonna
This
say.
guy-
I didn't know where you were going with that at first.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
It's this guy that he hates NASA because they say they find these exoplanets so far away. Is ironically it was on a podcast.
Yeah.
So far away that we don't
RT.
know. Yeah, Rooster Teeth. We don't know about these exoplanets. We have no way of knowing. But they found this exoplanet is a layer of lava, and
Well,
under that there's carbon, and
Well,
then
there's the one that's like supposedly made entirely out of diamonds, and I have no clue
yeah,
how they figured that out.
exactly. We don't know about that. We just
how far away do you think we are from real interstellar space
I think
travel?
it'll happen in like the
Do you think
late
we'll be alive?
22nd century or early 23rd century.
so Star Trek.
Yeah. I
So
guess.
you think we'll be alive?
I do not. I mean, it depends on like how. I mean,
Scientists-
personally, I would be up for like if I get old and the technology is possible, I would like to like upload my brain to a computer and just
Well,
be like.
see,
live for a
scientists
really long
believe
time.
that the first person that'll live to be 150 years old has already been born.
Yeah. And I mean, like
believe
we're
that
all
is
pretty
me.
young, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
that
do
was
believe-
Parks and Rec.
You know, I have 2.8% body fat. I've been at a carb since 2004.
But I mean, that's
Every
also
morning in
that's
the
also
shower,
true. You want
I
to touch
leave a
this
little-
shit?
Yeah, I lather myself up with Kiehl's in the morning. But they're warping out of here to explore strange new worlds. They
See,
don't
I just
wanna-
kind of feel like in a realistic future, like even if we are like an interstellar
Oh yeah, we're gonna go to
species-
Mars.
Yeah, no, I mean like definitely Mars is gonna be like the
Yeah,
second Earth.
but think
you know?
about
it's
this,
Gonna be
right.
like, it's
Now
just gonna
think
be like
about
a,
this.
like
In
the solar system is gonna be Earth.
In
what
Star
Earth is now,
Trek.
you know.
in Star Trek, these are the 2200s.
Yeah.
Right.
They even in like the early shows, like Discovery's 10 years before TOS, Enterprise is even before
STD.
that. STD.
So we just
STD.
Star Trek Discovery. Is
Yeah,
that what it is?
STD.
Yeah, that's the new one.
Anyways,
We're big
You
fans
know,
of
there's
STD.
someone when they were coming up with the name
Oh, yeah.
where he's like, guys, STD, and they're like, that's
yeah,
brilliant.
you didn't see last episode yet, but we told this whole thing about when we're talking to people about watching STD. We're like, hey, did you catch STD
last
this
night?
week? Like, hey, this week did you catch STD? No, I
Wait,
didn't catch
did that
STD.
already start?
No, it starts this fall.
Okay, I thought it was gonna start in like early 2017. So.
Okay.
Got
Don't
pushed
get me
back.
started.
Did they
Do
change
not-
the date?
Don't get me
Rambled
started.
on about
Okay.
it in one
Don't-
of the past episodes.
don't get
It
me
might have been
started.
episode 1 or 2. It was 2, because we were talking about the Orville.
Yes.
You guys have
Oh,
mentioned.
yeah.
Hey,
Have I-
which episode was that? Like 5
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Now, have
Yeah.
you seen the Orville
Probably
yet?
7 actually.
The
I
Orville?
find
It was 25.
Seth MacFarlane has started a live-action Star Trek Beyond spoof show called The Orville. It looks incredible.
Okay.
Also coming out at the same time as Discovery, but I'm not going to get into that on the podcast.
Okay.
I'll tell you after on the drive home or something.
We'll catch the STD later.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
So, but anyway, Star Trek Discovery is 10 years before TOS. Enterprise is even before that. But even those were still in like the 2200s and late
Yeah, yeah.
2100s. Even
Next
in the
generation is like way.
oh yeah, it's way later because Spock's really old.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if you read the prequel book that takes place in Spock Prime's time zone
Yes.
from the
Boston
new
would kill
movie
me.
2009,
Yeah.
Uh,
I would kill you if you destroyed my camera.
that'd be a cool
LaForge,
visual though.
Picard is in.
3D!
Only have
Picard
my
is
battery.
friends with Spock Prime
Really?
in the 2009 universe, which is all the same universe. I like
Yeah.
how they tied everything together. But yeah,
Spock
LaForge.
Prime is something from the first Star Trek movie that they totally just fucked up the timelines and everything.
Yeah.
But it's just totally normal now. They're like, oh, there's 2 Spocks.
Well, Spock Prime's dead.
Yeah, I know, but like, there's 2 of the same people, and they're like, no, everything's cool. Whereas like in Back to the Future, when the timeline shit happened, that was a big
Yeah,
deal.
but that was
Yeah.
like
This
that
is
was
a
like,
lot different though. They
see, in
it's
Back to the Future, when they changed the timeline, like the old timeline got erased.
yeah.
And then
And
with
rewritten.
Star Trek, with Star Trek,
it's a black hole.
with Star Trek, it's
They
like
literally left
they
dimensions. It wasn't a time travel thing. It's a new dimension he opened.
yeah, pretty much.
Intergalactic planet.
Anyways, to get back on that, so
Because I
even
mean, why do they look different? You know?
Yeah.
That's true.
even in the late 2100s, early 2200s, world peace was still solved years ago.
Yeah.
As soon as we set out,
Marijuana is the
we
key to world peace. That's my idea.
as soon as we set out right at the start of Starfleet, we went to Mars, we went to this, we went to
Yeah.
this. But 100 years later, we're not still obsessed with Mars. We're
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
about Mars now.
Yeah.
Like
Like Mars is like the
Yeah.
closest thing we have.
Yeah,
other
right.
than the moon.
They're
but
not gonna do
Mars
it.
would be a lot easier to.
200 years from now, they're not
Is
gonna be like,
Mars the
hey,
next
have
planet?
we explored yet?
Yeah, it's the 4th planet.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
the
So what's the 3rd planet?
Us.
Earth.
Us.
The third rock from the sun.
No, I meant
It's
I meant
Mercury,
sorry.
Venus. Mercury, Venus.
Yeah, okay.
Mercury, Venus, Earth,
Yeah.
Mars,
And then
I
there's
think
the
it's third.
asteroid belt.
But what I'm
and
saying,
there's
I want to go
Venus.
back to the exoskeleton planet thing. You know, they say they know about the planet built with
Yeah.
diamonds and stuff. They just got pictures of Pluto last year.
Yeah, I know. Really.
We got pictures of Pluto.
And
We're
it's
not
got that huge
concerned.
heart on it
Yeah,
for some
we're
reason.
not
That's the weirdest
concerned.
thing.
Pictures of Pluto.
Yeah, they got color photos of Pluto. It was nothing that we thought
yeah.
it looked like. It was last. It might have been. It
What,
was.
what would I Google for that?
Pluto, because
Pluto.
Now if you Google Pluto, it'll come up with
Yeah.
like the real pictures of
Right.
it.
Yeah.
So.
It was a big. I remember when
it's
it
got like a
happened.
big heart on it for some
It
reason.
was right when I think Age of Ultron came out.
But what really
Yeah,
I know.
because I was talking. I went to dinner with Blake.
Where's the heart?
It's like
It's
down there.
That way.
It's the little white,
In the corner there. It's
like right hand corner.
okay, you gotta
Huh.
show the picture.
Yeah, we'll put screen.
Well, put it up
Yeah.
like right here.
Yeah.
Right.
So, anyways, I went to. I remember I went to dinner or to lunch with Blake, and then I mentioned, oh, we just saw Age of Ultron. And then he was like, did you see the news last night? And obviously, it's a bigger deal.
You know, the one thing I
Is
remember
Pluto
about
still not a planet?
Yeah,
it's still not.
dwarf planet.
But
For since
you know the
06.
Haribo Smurfs and the fancy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want a fancy thing. You
I
know?
got you one, man.
Yeah, I know you got me one for Christmas
I
last year.
forgot about the Smurfs.
I was so happy
Yeah.
about that.
I forgot about the Smurfs.
That's a wonderful inside joke.
But so Star Trek.
I have more inside jokes with you than
Yeah.
anybody else.
So we did the world peace. We went to Mars and stuff. In 2200, we're not gonna be like, hey, have we done Mars yet? No, we figured that out. But
This
now
is a
Mars
really
doesn't do
long
that
episode.
shit.
Well,
really
I'll get
long.
into it. Star Wars is a long, long time ago in a galaxy far,
Yeah.
far away. They didn't have world peace yet.
Yeah, that's
It's a long time ago. I don't remember what
They
Tyson
had
and I-
space racism back then.
Tyson and I had a
Their
really,
technology for being so long ago is.
well,
it's
obviously far, far
it's
away.
not related to us at all. It's just for some reason we look exactly like the main species.
Yeah, they're all humanoids.
I hate when people bring up that they call themselves humans. They don't. They're not humans.
But they everywhere I've seen on Wikipedia, they always call them humans.
I know,
Yeah.
but they it
And
is a-
Wikipedia is like annoyingly detailed.
I know, but there is a
That's a
word
great
in
name.
I think Empire Strikes
Wikipedia.
Back. There is a word that Han Solo uses to describe what they are.
You think?
I think
Because
so.
what is Han Solo?
I've only seen it once.
If
so
he's
I
not
don't-
Dead.
human, what is he?
He's dead.
Yeah.
God. Patrick.
Spoiler alert.
Oh,
No, we did that last
we have,
episode.
we have a disclosure in the first episode. Like this is only spoilers.
Disclaimer.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I saw that. I watched.
Oh, yeah. And you said you left the theater.
disclaimer. This podcast is meant to be comedy.
Is it really?
If you don't get it,
Fuck you.
don't worry. We don't either.
Oh my gosh! Thank you for referencing that. Well, thank you so much.
Just cutting off the Star Trek. I
Yeah.
watched The Jungle Book last
Warning.
night.
The following is warning. The following is intended to be comedy. If you don't get it, don't worry. We don't either.
Yeah. This is Bear.com, and if you don't get it, then fuck you.
Yes, I watched The Jungle Book, the live action John Favreau directed last night, and it was phenomenal.
Oh yeah, that's such a good movie.
Like, the animals looked so real, the way
Yeah.
they moved and everything. And, oh my god, the little pup Gray,
Yeah.
the thing was adorable!
Okay.
Oh my god!
I want to mention something else, but first, John Favreau makes
Amazing
a bunch
movies.
of really good movies, and then he makes a bunch of really
Iron Man
bad
2.
movies. Yeah.
Like, he directed
It's like
Elf.
there's no medium.
I like Iron Man 2 more than most people do.
I
think
mean,
it's
it's
just
true.
because
Okay.
when I
It's fun.
Okay.
I think the
Boston.
reason I like Iron Man 2 is just because that was like the first MCU movie I ever saw.
and your family connections.
And yes, my family.
See now I
It's
don't.
not
I
as
don't think
bad.
he worked on Iron Man.
He did. I've been on his IMDb page a lot of times.
No, yeah, he
and
did,
It's the
didn't he?
blemish
Yeah.
of his career.
Yeah.
Now he started off really
Yeah, my
well,
uncle works on movies. Yeah, so.
and really a lot in MCU. Now
Yeah,
he
yeah.
started off like doing really well. He worked on Spider-Man 2, which I love.
No,
I-
Spider-Man 3.
Three,
I
that's
was
what I
on the
meant.
set of that,
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
Spider-Man 3.
And see, Spider-Man 3 is a great movie.
I
but
love
it's
Spider-Man
so
Spider-Man.
boring.
I love
It's
Spider-Man
like
3.
it's like the Batman and Robin of the Spider-Man movies.
It really isn't though, because it's
I
really
love
good.
Batman and Robin. I love
Good.
making fun of it.
It's
yeah.
so- I
That's
love
what
that
we're thinking
movie.
about. When we searched worst movies of all time the other day, and it comes up. It's not no order, but it comes up.
Yeah.
And like we were making our top 10 worst movies list, and we're like, we want to
both
I
put
saw you
back.
had Wizard of Oz in the
That's
phone.
Yeah, I know.
That's hate.
Why do you hate that so much?
I
It's
just
so
hate that
fantastic.
movie.
Like,
I can't
it's,
stand
okay,
it.
like classics, they're not like you have to keep
They're not supposed to be good.
keep in mind like when they came out.
I know. I just don't
for that
enjoy it.
time it was
I
really
just
good.
don't like
you
it.
know?
Yeah,
So
but
Wizard
some
of Oz,
movies,
that came out in
Citizen
like
Kane.
37.
37. So
Something.
before
I hate
World
Citizen
War
Kane.
II.
It is a boring movie.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Oh my
it's-
god.
That's because it came
Yeah,
out
but
in
so-
1941.
I think.
It's just
it
so
31?
boring. And I love like the old King Kong from what
Yeah,
38.
yeah, that's a good.
I love that
33,
movie. I just
33.
don't like Wizard of Oz or any of those.
Well, it was
Um,
made during the Great Depression, at least. We know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. So.
But have you seen
39,
39 Powerful
39.
with Frank?
Wait, what?
Okay, that's
Wait,
the
what
second
day?
time now that I've been 2
What
years
day?
off on the. Yeah, sorry. What were you saying?
Because if
Oz
it's
the Great
September
Powerful
1st,
with
then
James
I'm...
Franco.
Yeah,
that was a great
pretty
movie.
good. Yeah.
Super good.
Oh my god. So according to Wikipedia, Wizard of Oz came out August 25th, 1939. And for you history buffs like me out there, that is about 6 days
Oh
before...
no, I was talking about Citizen Kane came out in like 1941. I knew
Yeah,
Wizard
yeah,
of Oz came out in 1939.
Yeah, so Wizard of Oz came out about a week, or like about, right before Germany invaded Poland.
Really?
Yeah, because Germany invaded Poland, I know, on September 1st, 1939.
You know what caused it? Wizard of Oz caused the invasion of Poland. It caused
God
Hey,
damn, Wizard of Oz
hey.
does nothing right.
God damn it, Hitler!
Hitler was just following the Yellow Brick Road, and it led to Poland.
It's terrible.
Okay, that is an interesting.
So,
if
we
we
talk
have-
about Jews on all the podcasts,
Yeah,
and now
we-
we're doing this. Do we have water?
Oh well, you can share mine. I've taken like one.
Yeah,
drink.
wasn't there something
The
about Mark
glasses-
Zuckerberg or something? I was watching one of the.
Yeah, he's Jewish.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. Natalie Portman's.
I'm not
Jewish.
surprised, but I mean.
Yeah, that one makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. It just.
Yeah, just use that.
Can I use this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Jeez, this is the weirdest podcast.
Yeah, it's a weird. It's.
Have you not
I like
seen the
it.
last episode?
No, I haven't
didn't
watched
see-
all
no,
of
you
it.
haven't
This
seen
episode
it
is
yet.
way more intact.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so this is a lot
Nathan
better.
was boring.
Yeah, and I know he's watching it. He's pretty bored.
Nathan, you suck.
Yeah, we booked for one more at least. and maybe that's
So far.
Especially
Was
'cause-
that one?
Well, see, he's moving.
And I'm coming
Yeah.
back for the July 4th
Yeah.
special.
Obviously,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
See, the thing with Nathan is like he's moving like an hour and 45 minutes away, so I don't want him to come back a lot. I know he really wants to, but I'm not gonna make him. And one, it was kind of a boring episode. The music part, I think we have to agree, and he even once he listened to it, it was really cool.
Oh, totally.
Especially the words, like even though I didn't do much, but I
Yeah.
do want to make that song.
Right.
I thought it was cool, but yeah, I don't want him to have to drive in a bunch.
Like you were like, Brandy, you come back inside now, and then he's like, oh, he went outside.
Like I knew he was going.
Okay,
but,
sounds
um,
a break.
Yeah, but back to the Jungle Book.
Yeah.
I heard they're making like a movie kind of like that, but it's The Lion King,
Oh, that'd be cool.
and they're getting James Earl Jones to be Mufasa again.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So
yeah,
awesome.
It's gonna be really.
I've
Good.
never
I've-
seen the original Jungle Book, the cartoon.
I haven't either. Yeah.
I just have no interest in
The
it.
new one was
So-
really good. Though.
yeah, it was
They
awesome.
need to have like a scene in the.
Christopher Walken as the orangutan.
Yeah.
You-
That was-
Oh,
that was so
yeah,
good,
yeah.
They need
Perfect.
to,
Yeah.
They need to have.
Perfect casting.
They need to have a scene in the new one where like the coyotes and
There aren't coyotes in Lion King.
or what are they? Hyenas?
Hyenas.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I got Mufasa confused with Scar.
Okay.
So there needs to be a scene.
What? How do you get them confused?
I just
Scar.
His name is Scar.
I know.
Mufasa and Scar.
I just.
What's
very
the
obvious.
character with the scar
Mufasa.
over his eye?
Three
lions.
syllables. Mufasa. Scar. One syllable.
And he's the bad guy.
I know.
And he has
Named
the
Okay.
Scar
on
because
his
he's the
eye.
bad
I know.
guy.
Anyways,
How
So-
did he get that name before
I know. I've
he had
wondered
a
that
scar?
before. Okay, sorry, Alex.
question. Movie question for you. Not anything to do with Lion King.
with Scarface.
Shawshank Redemption. How did he get the poster back on the wall?
God, I hate that.
That has been
annoying.
question. That is
Yeah,
a question
exactly.
I've been pondering since it came out.
You've
another-
seen that movie, right?
I have not seen that movie.
We're
but
not
I
gonna-
know
I don't want to
the
get
whole
into
thing
it.
about
I don't
the
want to get into
poster,
it. I am gonna ask one more question. I don't. It's not a question. It's a statement about a big movie question.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna mention. I'm gonna go back to the Lion King thing. Greedo shot first. Just saying.
Okay. Han shot only.
Greedo shot first. Even in the Lucas edits, he made it so Greedo shot first.
Yeah.
If you've seen the Lucas edits,
Okay.
The Lucas edits suck.
they do suck.
The
but
originals
still.
are so hard to find now, though.
Yeah.
I have like the VHS copies.
Yeah.
We do too.
Yeah. So
When we went to Six Flags,
I actually think I have two of the VHS.
I have the trilogy set.
Yeah, I have that too. Yeah.
The
Like the one from like the early to mid '90s.
yeah.
when we
Something
went
like
on
that.
Six
Because then
Flags,
they released the special edition.
Yeah,
where
like
you
it,
have
like on the back of the VHS like box it says like we were glad to present the last version of the original Star Wars in the best picture and sound quality available with today's technology, and then you put it in, it's like awful quality, you know?
horrible. Well, when we went on the Six Flags trip, we watched Rogue One on the way there. and
I
on the
still
way-
get to see Rogue One.
on the way.
It's
It's
ridiculous.
really good.
I
but
really
hey,
need to see
spoiler alert! Literally everyone dies.
It's not.
I mean, I know what happens.
Yeah.
You can't really spoil something
I prefer
that.
Force Awakens, but a lot of
On the
people hate it for
way-
some reason.
The guy who directed
Alex, we keep interrupting.
I know.
the guy who directed Rogue One is the guy who directed the new Godzilla movie.
Really?
Yeah.
You know they're making
Garrett
they're
Edwards,
making
I
a
think
new
his
King
name.
Kong. Oh no, they
Yeah.
already did.
Yeah.
And then in 2020 they're releasing Godzilla versus King Kong.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. I kind of want to see that. actually.
Yeah.
Just that was.
What I
that
hated about the
sounds
Godzilla
awesome.
movie. Have you seen the new Godzilla?
I have not seen it. I watched
Oh,
the
okay.
CinemaSins video for it. Though,
Okay.
so, yeah.
Bryan Cranston gets killed. He's like he dedicated his whole life to finding Godzilla, basically.
Yeah.
And then they kill his character off, like literally 20 minutes before they
Yeah.
show Godzilla in the movie. And it's like, what the fuck? Why?
Like,
what's
come
the point?
on.
Like this guy's whole life journey, and then it just ends.
See, I just.
Well, he found Godzilla.
That was
though.
2014.
Yeah, but you
right?
never seen it.
Yeah, 2014.
2014 remakes all sucked.
Well,
I like
named
the
some of
Godzilla
those, I
one.
can't think about any other ones.
RoboCop.
I haven't seen that
RoboCop
one
sucked.
yet.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
haven't seen it yet.
I saw part of the new one. I haven't seen.
Yeah, I
haven't seen
started.
it. It
I
wasn't very
started.
good,
I
though, yeah.
started it. Just okay. What's great about the original is Alex Murphy's. You've seen the original, correct?
No, I haven't.
Alex
I
Murphy.
did see the Super Mario Super Show parody of
Okay.
it, though.
Here, okay, now
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not,
that's.
it's
I
not a
saw
spoiler.
that
It's
too.
the start of RoboCop, so it's not a spoiler. But
Okay.
Alex Murphy, he's on the force. They like transfer the girl. The girl becomes his new partner.
Okay.
They go out to find the bank robbers, Kurtwood Smith and his gang. They completely destroy him. Alex Murphy.
It's like him sitting there getting shot like
Alex
100
Murphy
times.
has 6 dudes with Tommy guns shooting him. His arms
He's just
literally
like-
are falling off. His
That's so
face,
messed up.
his
Yeah,
face
it's
is
very
falling
violent.
off. Like every limb's falling off. That's why he has to become RoboCop.
How do
Because
they save him at all?
watch it. It's
Okay.
very
It's
high tech.
because- yeah.
In the
In
new one,
RoboCop 2,
How old
it
is
gets
the first
even.
one?
I want to say it's
89.
84.
87.
87.
Yeah, that's
late
it.
80s.
Every single time I bring up
Okay.
1987,
I have another.
Sam,
I have another thing. I
no
want
known last name, has to. It's his favorite movie of all
There's
time.
another thing I want to bring up when you guys are done talking about this.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. So.
RoboCop 2 gets really violent. There's
so
like
weird.
the main crime boss in the second one is like a 12-year-old kid.
Really?
Yeah, and they're like, there's one scene where they're torturing this guy,
Yeah.
like cutting him his chest open or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, should we get the kid out of here? And he's like, no, make the kid watch. And they hold the 12-year-old kid there and make him watch them like torturing this guy.
And you really don't
So
need to see 3
weird.
or 4 because it's not the same
3's
actor.
okay.
It's not the same
Yeah.
actor.
It's not.
But anyways,
Peter Weller, yeah.
so like
I don't
he
think
gets
there's a fourth one.
obliterated, and
Yeah.
like he's done, and the girl finds him, and she's like, oh, like whatever. In the new one, he walks and he kisses his wife, he says bye to his son, he walks to his car, hits the unlock button, his car just blows up, and it was just like, oh, we got him good, we got
That
the
is what happened, isn't it?
Yeah, we get the bad cop. Where in the
I
original,
thought something else happened to him, but you're right. Yeah.
No,
Stepped
it's
on
just-
a landmine.
the bad guys were just like, they're like, we need to, he messes up something at one of their deals or something.
Yeah,
And so they're just
it's
like,
coming back to me.
so
now.
they're
I
just
remember
like,
what
oh,
happened
well,
with
we're
that
gonna
movie.
mess with the guys. So
I've
they
only
go,
seen it one time,
and they just
I
blow
was
him
not
up.
very
It's
memorable.
so dumb.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
then-
so the thing I wanted to talk about is Blade Runner 2049.
I
don't like
the
Blade Runner
trailer.
movie.
It wasn't a great
Is there
first
a trailer
movie.
out?
Yeah,
People
there's
act like it's
trailers.
a really groundbreaking sci-fi
It's
film.
like I
I
consider
just-
it like a not very good classic.
See, yeah.
It's
I've
haven't-
never been a big fan.
I
I
haven't
never really liked it that much either, but it's like I think it's an okay movie. It's just way too dark for me. It's like really like grungy. I don't know. There's something about it that's just really.
I don't know. I kind of like it when
See-
like movies get like that a little bit.
Yeah,
I
I
know
do
that's
too.
weird,
I think
but-
they overdo it. Though.
It just
That's
depends
the-
on
Yeah.
the
I
movie.
have not
I
seen
just-
Blade Runner yet, but I really need to see Blade Runner because as we talked
And,
about
and
earlier,
the end scene, the final fight scene at the end, it drags on. It's just
Yeah.
really long, kind of boring.
It's like a 2-hour movie.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
long, and
Yeah.
I only saw the director's cut, but
Yeah.
but I think that's like supposedly the better version of it. So
Yeah.
most of what you can
as
find is the
as we
director's
talked
cut.
about earlier when I was called anime character, what that was based off of, that it's like double based off of. What that was based off of Blade Runner. So obviously you guys know Danger Days is based off of Blade Runner.
Right.
Yeah.
But one thing I thought was really okay. 2 things I have to say.
Yeah.
One is that the original Blade Runner took place in the distant future of 2019,
Yeah.
and now they're finally releasing a sequel to it in 2017.
Yeah.
They could have waited 2
Yeah.
years, you know.
Is Harrison Ford going to be around in 2 years? Is
Uh,
he
well,
doing the
in-
sequel?
you never know.
5
Yeah,
comes out in
85.
2020.
I love.
Really?
I really
Yeah.
like the name. It's 2019.
And no, they changed it to 2020
Oh, did they?
now, yeah.
Huh.
I love the
just
name.
found out
The
about it
fourth
the
one
other
is
day.
I love
just-
the name of
ugh.
it. I
Yeah.
love the
So
working
does that
title.
mean Danger
What's
Days
the
is
working
now going to
title?
be in 2020?
85.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
so cool.
Yeah.
I want it to be named
Just
that.
truthfully,
8500.
Yeah.
truthfully, the first 2 Indiana Jones were really good.
Yeah.
I don't
Yes.
care for
I
3
do-
very much. and the
I'm
4th
more
one
of a
is just
fan of the
terrible.
third one than the
I just
I love
finished-
Short Round.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
alright.
Hey, do you know who Short Round is?
Who?
Stephen Yeun.
Is that
Glenn from The Walking Dead.
that's Short Round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No,
Google it.
That is it.
Where? We'll Google
Anyways,
it. Here,
yeah,
I'll Google it right here. Okay. hold on.
You're already typing.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but like the other thing I thought was really stupid about Blade Runner 2049 is like if you look at the like technology and everything and you compare it to the original Blade Runner, it's exactly the same. Like
Yeah.
technology has not progressed whatsoever from 2019 to 2040.
Oh no, it's
And I don't know how that would have happened. They're not.
Yeah,
listening
it's
to me.
totally someone different.
I know who he's thinking of.
It's 45 though.
Oh, he was Data.
Oh,
He's Data in the Goonies.
nice.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
He's
yeah.
in Encino Man with Pauly Shore.
Yeah. I have 2
Pauly
things.
Shore doesn't do movies
No,
anymore.
he doesn't.
He should.
I have 2 things to say about Parks and Rec. Now, I finished Parks and Rec.
Are you a Parks and Rec fan?
Yes.
I like it.
Okay.
Anyways, you said that they show a shot of 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
They don't. I never saw any skyscrapers. Just wanted to say
They
that.
do.
Second thing.
What?
At the funeral.
Oh, okay. I wasn't paying attention to that
Yeah.
really.
Who's your favorite character in Parks and Rec?
That's tough. Ben probably after like a season or two after he's introduced.
Yeah. See,
Because he's
I have to
terrible
say
at first,
that
and then
Gary Gergich.
Yeah, he's great.
Yes.
He's my favorite. Gary Gergich.
I have to say that
That
Chris,
man has the biggest penis I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
Chris Traeger
He's honestly never seen me naked.
Literally
is the greatest character in
Alex-
Parks and Rec.
Alex Del Tracy.
Boston Edler. Anyways, two things I want. So that was the first thing. The second thing I want to say about Parks and Rec is later in the show, season 5 or 6, Leslie and Ben is one of my favorite Ben quotes.
The Cones of Dunshire.
Oh, yeah, the
I want
Cones
to play
of
that.
Dunshire.
I want to
Stop.
play that game so much.
Stop. Anyways, so one of my favorite quotes from Ben is he's talking. It's a cutaway, and he's like, "Oh, Leslie and I are having a Harrison Ford marathon night," and anyways, it cuts away, and then they start talking, and then she's like, "Okay, I guess we can do it now," and he goes, "Okay, Crystal Skull, here we come," and I love how he started the marathon with Crystal Skull.
This is such a bad movie. Like,
He was an Encino
like
man.
I mean, it's
Oh.
okay as a movie,
I know.
but as an
Okay, for the
Indiana
record,
Jones movie,
Stephen Yeun was
Uh,
not in
Have you
Indiana
guys
Jones.
seen-
I was lied to.
South Park.
Have you guys seen Stranger Things?
No, I refuse.
No.
I refuse.
Why do you refuse?
I don't watch.
Is that the Netflix show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't watch anything by Netflix that's like their original series.
Why? It is
I don't
literally
like
Unbreakable
it is one of the
Kimmy
best.
Uncriminal Streets is the only
Okay,
one.
that's a good show, but Stranger Things, in my
No.
opinion, is the best
One?
show ever made. I'm
Okay.
not kidding. Like,
There are so
it
many
is a
reasons why that's wrong.
cinematic masterpiece.
I
It
don't
is
think
amazing.
so.
Okay, so it's
So dumb.
it's like no, it's not though. It's 1980. It's 1983, and it's like it's basically like a classic Steven Spielberg movie, but as a 2016 show. You know,
Right.
and it's basically like there's this whole thing about like the upside down. There's like this parallel universe, and there's this monster that takes this kid, and then there's kind of like this mystery they figure out. It's just it just feels like a classic 80s movie, but it's new and it's longer and it's just really good.
What has been proven to me.
Oh my
No,
goodness!
Stop. Just stop. Anyways,
Save me my phone.
what has been proven to me by any Netflix shows except for like Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, just
What about like the shows my uncle worked on, like Daredevil and stuff?
I told him about our
See,
channel.
those are
Oh my-
MCU and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Those are
I
different
really
to
like
me.
this guy actually.
I'm talking about Netflix like original series.
Yeah.
What I've learned.
I
You
got
are
something
done
to say.
talking
I got
for like,
something.
no,
good.
you're done for like 10 minutes. Anyways,
How far in are we?
we always get up and look at one point. We'll look. Anyways,
It's
would we have? What I've learned is any show by Netflix that's
56 minutes.
got it. That's super popular with that everyone's talking about. I won't enjoy. 13 Reasons Why.
No, I would never
See,
watch that.
I
That sounds
can't watch
awful.
that because I just don't like things about suicide.
Yeah, I know, it's
depressing move.
I've heard like varying reports of it, but a lot of what I've heard is that it portrays it really bad.
Every
Yeah.
single person
Yeah,
I've talked to that has watched 13 Reasons Why, I've heard the same quote. Just read the book. It's so much better. People people that have read the book, the show's terrible to them. They just know it's garbage. And also, I don't like the actor that plays the main boy.
The first,
He was in a
thanks for saying that, because what I was about to say was the first time I heard about 13 Reasons Why was this guy told me, it was like, you know who you look like? You look like the guy from 13 Reasons Why.
What's his name? He was in some Disney
Well,
thing.
it's better than-
Because I look like everybody. I have
Well,
a
it
billion
could be-
doppelgangers everywhere.
Well,
Nobody
it
has
could
your
be
smile,
worse.
though.
It could be worse.
Nobody has your smile. Give it to him.
Yeah, it could be worse. You
But,
could be like me and then get confused with like
this guy.
Pete
Single heart.
Wentz and
The only person I've ever confused you with, Patrick,
on Instagram.
is Mark Hoppus, only when you're wearing glasses.
True.
You are spot on with him.
Okay,
Yeah.
you remind me of a YouTuber, but I can't remember which.
James
Shout out to
Dawson?
the guy.
No, I don't watch like most of like the mainstream YouTubers, but
I
I
don't
think
either.
it was.
You know what I?
we're very anti-mainstream.
I am surprisingly anti-mainstream.
This guy,
okay.
all he watches is fucking indie films.
Indie films are so good. You even
Okay.
told me.
God.
You even told me that you see me having a career in indie films.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But okay, since I'm the guest, I'd just
Yeah.
like to say quick the type of things I enjoy because it's
Please
very
do.
different from the type of things you guys enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Give us
listen
a
to a
card.
whole lot of music.
You don't.
Okay.
And you don't even when you do, you don't listen to the words.
Yeah, I don't, because it's just half the time I can't even understand the words, so I can't hear them, you know. So but
You would hate
most
this
of what
every
I watch a lot of like superhero stuff and like
Yeah.
classic '80s movies and
Right.
stuff like that. But a lot of what I watch is kids movies and animated films and cartoons.
Yeah.
I love
But
that
you
stuff
also-
too.
Yeah, but
I
sometimes
just
they're, like,
watched
really
AR
good.
of
And
the movie.
You do have the younger brothers too.
Yeah, I'm not like with them a whole lot.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
more just like I feel like there are a lot of cartoons that are severely underrated.
Yeah.
And people
Yeah.
just always assume that cartoons are just like
For kids.
because that's what they always used to
I know,
be.
and in case
But
you
now-
haven't,
yeah.
and in case you haven't noticed, I got a bunch of fucking My Little Ponies right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I go back and still watch to this day because it's probably the greatest animated show of all time?
What?
Dragon Tales.
Yeah.
Oh,
True.
okay.
That'll never die.
You might be too young for this. I don't know if you remember it. Patrick,
He's
Yeah.
2 months older.
you're with me on this.
Uh-huh.
Rocket Power.
Yes! Boom!
Now, Boston.
Did you remember that?
No,
Rocket
I
Power?
have a question to
Alright.
ask you.
It's on Nickelodeon back in the day.
Okay.
I asked a
I
question
just skaters.
when
They're-
we
you know
were-
they're making an Invader Zim movie now.
Oh
They
my god,
fucking
that's gonna be
better.
awesome.
Yeah, I've heard,
I hate to interrupt again.
Yeah.
Going back, we were talking about Netflix. There's so much stuff on Netflix currently that I gotta watch. Like, Flake season 2 is up now. Unbreakable Kimmy
Flash.
Schmidt.
The Flash
Watch
season
that.
3 is.
We don't watch Flash
I stopped
anymore.
watching after season 1.
Yeah,
I feel like
season
what
1
they
was
did
good. I
so-
feel like it got dark.
That
Yeah.
no, the entire universe is just trash now. I think there's everything that happened after season 3 of Arrow and like Supergirl's in and Legends
Yeah.
of Tomorrow is just all garbage. Like
Yeah,
the
I'm not a
dimension
fan
stuff.
of
I mean, I haven't watched all of
two,
season
it's
2, but
just
I've heard
garbage.
that it's I've heard that it's like it gets dark after.
Yeah.
You know, and
Just like
and
us.
there's a person I've been talking
Hey,
to,
now-
and they're watching season 3
Yeah.
of Flash right now, and she keeps saying that like it's just really sad like half the time. And it's
Season
really
4
dark,
of
yeah.
Arrow, the start of it was terrible.
Yeah.
Here's how it started. So in season 3, Arrow dies.
Okay.
So
He's the Green Arrow now.
yeah, Oliver Queen was like, well, I still have to do it. So Arrow dies. He's now the Green Arrow.
All he did was get rid of his sleeves.
Yeah.
He just
But
has no sleeves
I'm
now.
not-
He's like, I'm a totally different person.
I'm not done. So he tells the public he wasn't Arrow. He's a new guy.
Yeah, he's like,
No!
I was that guy before. See the sleeves?
Stephen Amell to me was one of the best actors, and I do think he deserves a spot in the celebrity win of the WWE Hall of Fame because his match was actually really good. And it was against Cody Rhodes, who's now on Arrow. But anyways, he's just gone so downhill from
I
season
thought they
3.
were gonna
There was
go.
you know how season 3 ended?
No, I do not. I've never watched Arrow.
I know. The
Season 2 is phenomenal.
Season 2 is
Season
really good.
2 is a
Season 2
masterpiece.
is awesome.
Oh my
Season
God.
3 ends with the best boss in comics history. Arrow and his team has to fight a swarm of cyborg bees. They're just
There
mini
were
bees.
a bunch of. There was something like that in Flash too, wasn't there? In
Maybe
season 1?
it probably
Yeah.
did a tie-in.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember because I thought it was
It was
like
just
they explained the
the
origin
entire-
of the
yeah.
bees
Yeah.
in season 1 of the
Because
Flash.
it was Killer Bee, I think, was the villain, right?
I don't remember exactly. I watched like
Yeah,
I watched
it was
every
good.
episode one time last
Yeah.
summer, and
Yeah.
I can't remember half the stuff. that
Comment
happened
down
for some
below how
reason.
stupid we are.
The entire season 3 is just Arrow's quest with Ra's al Ghul, and then just ends with
Yeah.
hey, killer bees.
It was basically like they just
Oh.
took Arrow and made him Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which to me,
Have you ever watched Bloodline on Netflix?
No.
He's
This
not
is a
in
show
it, so.
I have talked about a few times on the podcast now.
Right.
It's really dark. It's like a drama, but it's so good. Like I've been working my way through season 2, and season 3 just got released. It's the final season, and it's so good. Can't
Wait, 3 seasons C is the final season?
season 3, yeah, it's the final season.
It's
It's
a.
a- Yeah, I messed up, but
no,
because
okay.
it's a full story.
Uh,
Like- Instead of episodes being episodes, they're just chapters of an overall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what just returned? And I'm surprised our dad hasn't verbally mentioned it to us,
Mm.
though he actually did verbally mention it to me. Last Ship is back, and that's like great. I don't know if it's.
I've
up-
heard
I'm still
it's
really
up
excited for
above-
the Tick coming back.
Yeah,
on
it takes
Amazon.
about Roseanne.
Seriously?
Yeah, they're
Roseanne
bringing it
comes
back.
back. Roseanne.
Yeah, Roseanne's coming back.
Roseanne.
Oh no! I got it.
Yeah, push those in.
Yeah, Patrick Warburton's gonna be the Tick again. It's an
Really?
Amazon Prime series.
That's
fine.
I'm
I'm
kinda
super
wanna see
excited.
that. Yeah.
That's
But
the reason I'm keeping Amazon
And
Prime.
it's
apparently.
Patrick Warburton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I honestly
It's
he
the
is
original
one of my
Tick live
favorite.
action. Oh, so good.
I'll be honest, Patrick Warburton is
He's-
probably one of my favorite voice actors. Not just
Him and
because-
Rob Riggle.
here, I hate Rob
I
Riggle.
love Rob Riggle.
Here's what I want. If I met Patrick Warburton, I'd have one question for him. Do you know that the only reason you're famous and successful is because of your voice?
No, my one question for Patrick Warburton.
Oh yeah,
would
that
be,
reminds me. We
Hey.
haven't talked about
Would you spend a day with
Tim
Tim
Allen?
Yeah.
Well, we save it till the
He
end.
did. He
Oh,
was in
okay.
big trouble. He was in
He
big
was in big trouble, though,
Yeah,
yeah.
he spent many days with Tim Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would ask him. I'd pull out a gun. Hey, is this a squirt gun? He'd go, it's a squirt gun.
It's a squirt
That
gun.
was a pretty good impression.
Yo, I'm pretty
Squirt
good.
gun.
Hey, Peter, you see my wheelchair? Hey, Peter.
Yeah.
Hey, Peter.
This
Peter,
is stupid.
Check your battery cover for me. Hey, Peter.
This is
Hey,
stupid.
Peter.
That's the easiest
About
way to-
vaginas!
Hey, Peter. You see my wheelchair? It's just the
Hey,
best
Peter.
one.
Hey,
And he
Peter.
also,
And it was Kronk too. I
Yeah.
can't do that voice at all.
I was-
Cusco's poison Cusco, or poison decided specifically
That's
to
a
kill
good movie.
Cusco.
That's a good
Yeah, no,
movie.
they wrote it.
The TV show for that was terrible.
Okay, for the
I
longest time, I had only seen the TV show because
You've never seen the
it was
movie?
just on.
Yeah,
like,
it was
when I was-
always on.
Yeah, it was just.
I
on
never
all the
liked
time. I watched it for some reason. I don't remember watching it, but I remember a bunch of stuff that happened
I
in it
can't-
for some reason.
I can't remember.
I remember that cartoon that was on for a couple years. It was about like the bunny and a rabbit.
Oh,
and they lived
Max
in,
and Ruby.
No,
Yeah.
No.
they lived in a jungle, and they lived in a treehouse in the jungle. It was very
I
stupid.
don't know.
Yeah,
I was thinking
I'm
Max and
sure I
Ruby.
could.
I want to go back to
Brandy something.
Rocket Power.
Brandy and Mr. Whiskers?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh,
I didn't like
okay.
that
I want to
Yeah,
go back
that
to
was
when we were talking
Cat
about Rocket.
Dog. What about Cat
Cat
Dog?
Dog's awesome.
Cat Dog.
That was
Yeah.
I have a Hot Wheels
shiznit.
cat dog. I want to go back to when we were talking about Rocket Power or whatever. I brought this up. Now, you approached me with the idea, should we buy this show on DVD, and I'd never heard of it.
Yeah.
Don't bring it up. Now, I asked one person in our study hall, I'm not going to call it,
Is it
what's
the show we were
called-
talking about last
Yes.
night? Okay.
Wait, no, not that one.
Oh.
The last
Show I want to buy.
I'm about to say it. I asked one person if they remembered the show. Everyone in the room, including Camden,
Okay.
knew what it was. I'd still never heard of it. Roly Poly Oly.
I
I never heard of that. I've never seen Roly Poly Oly.
Roly Poly
I don't
Oly.
know what it is.
Oh my
What?
gosh.
And everyone flipped out. I was like, what is this show? No,
What
I
the
showed that.
hell is wrong with you?
No.
Because I think how I brought it up to him.
You
I
were
was
like, I found it on Amazon. Should we get this season
no,
one?
I wasn't on Amazon.
Why would you watch that though? Like I've seen it recently
Oh,
because
it's
my
terrible.
brothers watch
I
it
wouldn't
all the
wanna
time.
own it.
It's not a good show. It's really
I was just,
stupid.
I, think
it's-
I come
it's
into
rid-
his room
it's
sometimes and I'll just be
ridiculously
like,
stupid.
I just walked in and I was like, hey, what was the name of that show where it was like the Rolly guy? And he had no idea, so
Okay.
I just Googled it.
So like, I just want to say like modern cartoons like in the 2010s. A lot of
Okay.
people say like, oh, there's all these like terrible cartoons in the 2010s.
Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, I was
Teen
just about
Titans Go.
to say that.
Yeah.
And the
Horrible.
new
Get
Ben
into it.
10 and Powerpuff
And the new
Girls.
Powerpuff
Yeah,
Girls.
yeah.
Oh.
The
Why are
remakes
they
are bad.
remaking all these
But
good shows?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think the Invaders Zim movie is going to be good though.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
If it's
that's gonna be
like a real movie,
Yeah,
then yeah.
exactly. But plus like the trailer, the teaser they had for it, it seemed like it was pretty
They
accurate.
should
to,
get
like,
Tim
what
Burton
the-
to do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
great. So
But,
dark and emo.
But it's like a TV movie. But like there are.
Oh, is it a TV movie?
Yeah, it's a TV
Oh,
movie.
okay.
But there's like Gravity Falls. A lot of people don't like Gravity Falls for some reason.
I don't.
Why
What is
not like
Gravity
Gravity
Falls?
Falls?
I
What
just-
is it?
It's,
Have you ever watched it?
Yeah, I
Is it
have.
a
I
TV
have.
show?
It's
Yeah, it's a
one of
cartoon.
those shows.
It's
It's the
good.
same thing that I've talked to Patrick about, not with Gravity Falls, but Rick and Morty. I don't like the animation style, and I can't get past it, so I won't watch it.
That's
It's what I just
that's
hate.
stupid.
I hate how the people look, and I don't want to watch a show
what
about those
show?
characters.
What animation style do you like? Like name a show.
Dr. Katz.
Dr. Katz is so weird, but I do like it. Like I like characters. I don't know.
Squigglevision.
Best show ever, Boomba. Just saying. Did you ever
Boomba.
see Booba? Booba is the creepiest thing ever. I'll show it to you after this. Booba is really. It was the British Teletubbies. I got banned from. There was a game on PBS.com. It was the greatest
Yeah, my
online
parents
game.
wouldn't let you watch
Yeah,
that show.
I got banned
Oh,
from it because literally, like, there were reports of like kids getting brainwashed from this show, and my
It
mom
was like-
banned me.
It was like a poor man's Teletubbies.
It was
is what
the
was.
British Teletubbies.
It was-
and it is creepy.
It
like
is sadistic.
It's so crazy.
Teletubbies
This sounds
is
really
weird.
messed
I love
up.
Teletubbies.
Okay,
It's so
the
weird.
baby is the son. It's so weird.
It's weird because it's kind of like Courage the Cowardly Dog if you really
That
get into
show's
that.
creepy.
Yeah, that show is actually like.
Oh, I
yeah.
love that
We've
show.
talked about Courage too much on the podcast too.
You've talked
Such
about
a
that.
show.
I think we did last
We
week.
talked
Okay,
about it
so-
like probably
I
like
talk about it
twice.
with Griffin a lot.
Okay,
though.
another show that I really like and a cartoon.
I know what you're gonna
yeah,
say.
and don't make
Yeah.
fun of me about
I've
this
never
because it's
no one knows. What
nobody
it is.
knows what it is.
That
It's,
no one
it's getting
can
more
make,
popular.
No one can make fun of you for it because
Yeah,
no one knows what
it's
it
getting
is.
more popular, but the thing is, like season 1, it was like a really kiddie show,
Yeah.
but then season 2 it got
Yeah,
kind
you
of
told
dark.
me about
But
it.
it's Star versus
You
the
checked
Forces of Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
I've never
cartoon.
heard of it.
It's really good, and it starts out like the first episode when I started watching it. I was like, "What am I
you
watching?"
told me that.
Yeah.
Have you ever
season
watched
1.
Happy Tree Friends?
No,
Yes.
but the thing about this show is that like it starts out like the first few minutes are like,
Okay,
what
guys?
the heck?
Yeah.
You're standing right in front of
Yeah,
me.
okay.
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
I think
shit.
we lost
Sorry.
audio.
Oh, yeah, guys, my
Good
laptop died.
The laptop.
That's
Oh,
fine.
no.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I
It'll,
get it on my camera, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
audio
okay.
quality's just gonna drop suddenly if
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
2 minutes ago. But
yeah.
but yeah, so this show is like the first few minutes of it are literally like the super cringy, you know, and I for a little while I was like I cannot get over this, and then like halfway through the first episode there were a few like funny jokes, and I was like okay, I'll keep watching this. And then by the end of the first season, I was like, okay, this has some potential. And then I watched the second season, and I was just absolutely hooked.
You know what's
And like 2 months later, I got up at 5 a.m. every morning to watch like the new episodes. Like the first time they aired, it's just a great show.
I remember
It's really
5
good.
a.m.
I love Uncle Grandpa.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I know
that show.
yeah.
That show.
No,
is,
I haven't
it's
seen it,
awful, but I feel
I
like it's
haven't seen
underrated.
it, but I just know it's so dumb. The
He's
plot is
everybody's
I don't know
grandpa.
how.
He's everybody's
I'm
grandpa, he's
stupid.
everybody's uncle.
No, but no, the shows that I like, cause it's just I don't know what it is about certain animation styles, but like, I really don't like. Oh, is it Not Pixar? Maybe it is Pixar.
Yeah, you've told me you don't like Pixar's animation style. I don't get that.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel,
what
I feel like you like
it's
the opposite
Tangled-
animation style.
It's
It's
Tangled.
Disney, and they have a similar animation style
Yeah.
because they were influenced by Pixar. Because Pixar is owned by Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got like a bunch of people from Pixar. To
I don't like the noses. Is mainly the thing with Pixar. Their
Really?
noses are just weird.
Oh,
yeah.
boo-hoo.
So you watch
Boo.
Sandberg.
So you're,
Yeah.
so you're not gonna watch the movies because of their noses.
You have
Well,
weird
also
nose,
now see, I know.
You have a very
there's a
weird
quote by it was a tweet. It was from Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Neutron
That's a
Live.
great show.
Jimmy Kimmel when he did the pizza's aggressive. Jimmy Kimmel.
What's poppin', Jimbo?
Jimmy Kimmel Live though he does segments called Celebrities Read Mean Tweets, and there's a tweet towards Andy Samberg, and it's I relate with it so much because the tweet is basically when people tell me I look like Andy Samberg, basically it's when people tell me that I look like Andy Samberg, it's just telling me that I have a big nose, and I was like I've been called Andy Samberg.
Okay, but one quick thing I want to say with Jimmy Neutron is
Yes.
the other day I was on YouTube and I came this video was recommended to me, and it was a commercial for some car from like a few years after the show originally ended.
Yeah.
And it was in HD, okay? And Jimmy Neutron was never in HD.
No,
This
no.
commercial was in HD.
Was the pizza aggressive?
Yes, it was
Okay,
very
good.
aggressive. But point is, it was Jimmy Neutron in HD, but it was a car commercial.
Huh.
So yeah, I don't even know what to make of that.
What
It's
is
just the one time Jimmy
was
Neutron
it like
was ever in
a
HD.
car commercial or
It
was
was
it
like
a dealer?
Chrysler Town
What
and
was his
Country or
friend's
something.
name with the
Well,
was
there's
it
Sheen and Carl.
Carl
Yeah.
got his own-
I love
Carl
Sheen
Obama.
so much.
Croissant?
Was Sheen got his the one with his own show that's
Yeah,
Yeah.
that show. was
Planet
awful.
Sheen, yeah.
garbage.
Carl was the one who liked llamas, right?
Yeah, Carl
and
loved
then
llamas.
Sheen always
Was-
had
and
the
had like
super-
asthma.
Yeah,
and-
Ultra
yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Planet
like a video
Sheen
game guy,
was
yeah.
terrible.
Oh yeah, that was an awful show.
Yeah, but I will say this: I did identify Sheen on more than one personal level. I feel like we all identified with Sheen at like
Can
one
I
point
just
in our
say,
lives.
okay, I think the greatest point of our childhoods, like the greatest thing to happen in our childhoods, was the Jimmy Neutron and Fairy Godparents crossover.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
There
yes.
was nothing better
Yes,
than that.
definitely.
that was
Every time I
that
found
was
out about
shit,
one
yeah.
of those, I was just like ecstatic.
That was
I
the
know.
great. There was
Oh.
that was the like. You could look at like. If you were raised in this time period, you could like be on the brink of suicide, and I feel like if I ran a suicide hotline,
I'd be like, but there's the Jimmy
no,
Neutron.
I would just be
But
like,
Jimmy,
I'd be like,
Power
I'd be like,
Jimmy
you
Power
don't want
Hour.
to listen to me tell you the same things you're gonna hear from any other coworker, family member, friend. They're all telling you the same stuff, and they tell you to call here to hear the same stuff. I'm gonna give you a YouTube link. Go to this YouTube link, and it's just gonna be a link to the crossover
No,
of
just
Fairly
give-
Godparents.
fun
Just
story.
give them a film cow link.
Yeah.
Just a link
Okay.
to any film cow video.
Fun
Yes.
story. So when I was about like 10 years old or so, I had Jimmy Timmy Power Hour 2 on VHS. Okay.
Nice.
So I put it in my
Old
old
school.
TV that was on top of my dresser, and it was
Right.
like one of those like huge TVs.
Yeah.
Like it was like
Right.
one of
Is
those
it
old
bolt-
ones.
a tube?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
like went back
Yeah,
really far.
two
Yeah,
TVs.
so it was like on top of my dresser, and I was putting some clothes away, and I was just like watching this movie while I was putting clothes away, And it got to the part where like the anti-fairies were like making it Friday the 13th every day, which totally makes sense. And right when that happened, I pulled out the dresser, and the whole thing fell over on me. I had to push it back up. The TV slid off, hit me in the leg, and that's the one time I've broken a bone.
Huh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right
It's because of Jimmy Timmy Power Hour.
Yeah.
What were the fairies that they were always wearing the black
pixies.
suits?
Yeah, there was
The
the
pixies.
pixies.
Yeah. Who's the actor that voiced?
Ben
He used to
Stein.
do the Visine commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
But okay, last cartoon I want to talk about here.
yeah.
Total Drama Island.
Yes.
No.
Okay,
I know.
Yes.
I figured
Yes.
you would hate that show.
I love that
was
show.
obsessed with that show.
Johnny
Me and my
Test.
friend-
I remember that.
Okay, so
Johnny Test.
Oh, that was
Johnny
awful.
Test is
No,
awesome.
That was an awful show.
I love
Yeah.
Johnny Test is awesome.
No.
I'm kind of on the fence, but definitely Total Drama Island. Like me and my friends, we
so-
had bets on who would win.
Yeah, I know. I loved that show. I was like
I
on
remember
like
that.
all
That
the
was right
forums
when we
and
met.
stuff.
Is
And,
when
like,
you were in it.
yeah, and so I was I've just been rewatching the whole series like the past like couple weeks here.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good. Like it was better than I remembered it being, and I remembered it being pretty good. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but it gets really bad at the later seasons, and then there was like a spin-off in
Yeah.
2015, and I heard that was pretty good, but I didn't watch it, so I'm gonna watch it like when I'm done
Yeah.
watching the original show. But point is, I was watching the show and I found a YouTube video, and they announced another season of Total Drama, which I was very happy about that because I thought they canceled it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so they announced a new one that it's gonna come out in like 2018. So
Oh.
yeah, and it's got like the original cast in it too. So.
Greatest VHS ever though is the 1970s Cat in the Hat movie. It is the animated.
I saw-
the animated one.
One of my favorite YouTubers made a list of the top 10 worst films ever. That was like number 2, I
That movie
think.
is just
Wait,
so
the
good.
Mike Myers
That
one?
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the
that
1970s
Oh, okay.
animated movie.
I heard you say 90s.
It's so
No,
great.
1970s.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
70s. So
Have
animated.
you watched the Cat in the Hat, but every time something pedophilic happens, it gets 5 times faster?
Yeah, and
No,
then it's like
It's 15 minutes long, and,
Yeah.
and the timestamp 11 minutes. There's no more sound. It's going too fast.
yeah.
It is hilarious.
There's one character in that movie. He shakes someone's hand, and then immediately after, he has like hand
It's
sanitizer
Sean Hayes,
on
yeah.
his,
Sean
and
Hayes,
he's
yeah.
sitting there
Sean
just
Hayes.
squirting over and over. So he's got like a big glob of hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
and he's like,
Yeah.
he's like
Because
this, and he goes,
he's a neat freak. Yeah.
He's a
It's
germaphobe.
Yeah. And what happens, because they hire a
That
new
movie's
guy.
a mess.
They
It's
hire
so
they hire a
bad.
new guy, and they're like, "This is the new guy." And he holds out his hand. He points to the guy, and he goes, "I'm great to be working with you." And he shakes his hand. He looks out. He goes, "Fired!" And he goes, "What? Fired!" And then he's pumping up, and then he
so
goes,
weird.
because in the movie, because their mom is hosting a big party because it's a real estate agency. And they're hosting a big party for all their clients.
that movie's just garbage.
And they're like, "You're hosting,"
Yeah.
and he goes up to her and he's like, "You're hosting this party, and your husband better be clean, unlike last time." And that's kind of sets up the whole
Joan,
movie. You know,
let me
the
make
cat,
this perfectly
the
clear.
cat ruins everything for them. But of course, the three-handled bronze
Yeah.
covered family Gradunza saves it all.
That's a movie I always see in like bargain bins for like $5,
Yeah.
and I'm always like, that's too much for that movie.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
like you could give this to me for free, and I still wouldn't get it.
yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Okay,
It's a
so
numbers game.
Alex, so school's gonna end this week.
Yes.
Okay. So
Does it?
and then
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
nice.
then we're gonna be seniors, right?
Yeah, well,
And-
in 3 months. I don't like.
Yeah.
I hate when
Okay.
people. I hate when people like the
It's
day
gonna be
you
like High School
graduate.
Musical 3.
Point is, when we start senior year,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 139 years old.
Okay.
I'm gonna be really old. I'm gonna look out the window, and I'm gonna see the flying cars going by, and there's gonna be a robot taking care of me. You know,
Yeah.
senior year.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was talking to somebody on the camera.
Okay.
That's all good.
See, this is your senior years.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, should I do my entire senior year as Spencer Lester Jensen?
You definitely. You should spend every day
I
dressed
could.
as Spencer Lester
I can
Jensen.
play him
That
for
was just-
hours.
Have you talked about Spencer Lester Jensen on this show?
No, because I'm still working on it.
Go ahead.
Spencer Lester Jensen is a character we created a long time ago, 2009, and it's an old guy.
That's older than Black to the Castle.
It is. It's an old guy. I'll
And
tell
Black
you.
to
the
the Castle is a movie idea I've had for like 5 years.
It's an old guy, and he's named after our grandpa. Actually, I don't know if I mentioned
you
that.
told me that, yeah.
The middle Lester is our grandpa's middle name. Spencer was the name. The weekend after when my grandma died, our grandma
I
died.
think that's my phone, I
Okay. my
I don't know where my phone is though.
it's on the bed, I think, 'cause it's coming from that way.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay, it's.
Maybe it's in your laptop.
I'm so sorry. It's my mom. Okay. I'm gonna call her back.
Okay.
Because
nice.
we're doing a podcast
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Anyways.
God, Mom, you ruined everything.
Come on.
God, Mom, you ruined everything!
You just don't
Ah,
understand.
no, my mom is great.
When your mom is pretty funny.
I
You
think
better-
we're doing.
Yeah, because one of my favorite Boston moments was with his mom, because his mom is one of those parents that like the guest gets the front seat.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
weird.
remember, so she was like, because she was just taking us to Culver's. It was
Yeah,
a very short ride, and she picked us up at Lakeview Park.
Yeah.
We got, she was like, you get the front seat, you're the guest. I was like, okay. She had like a bunch of stuff for your younger brothers in the back seat. And there was no room. The trunk was full, and the back seat was full, and the car seat was the only spot available. And she made you sit in the car seat, and I loved it because we were talking about how Don't Stop Believing. Wait.
Patrick's got a
Yes,
little
Don't
space.
Stop Believing.
Yeah. I can.
We were talking about how Don't Stop
Confirm
Believing
that.
is
You
like
can fit
the
a body
most,
in there.
the most.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah. We were talking about how Don't Stop Believing is the most
That made you
played
sound like a serial
song.
killer.
Yeah, I know. That's why I did the eyebrow thing.
Anyways, Don't Stop Believing. We were talking about how Don't Stop Believing is the most played song on the radio. And every time I turned around to look at you and mention something, you're just super high up because you're in the car seat.
Right.
And then the best part was we got to Culver's. I get out.
Oh, you know, I remember this now.
And
We were
your
talking about
mom-
the radio. Yeah, you guys.
Yeah. Your
guys
mom,
did a good
your mom
conversation.
opened the door, and I remember a bunch of people we knew from school walked out of Culver's, and you're climbing out of a car seat, and you just didn't see them, and they're just like, what? And I'm just laughing at the side of the
Those
car.
are people I knew too.
I think, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they just like they weren't like friends of ours or anything,
Yeah,
but we
yeah,
knew them,
okay,
and they
okay.
just walk out, and you're just
Oh my God.
climbing out of a
Raise
car
the
seat.
tagline.
We're climbing out of a car seat, and you're just there. I'm laughing. They're like, what is this?
Oh my god.
He said Lingus.
Okay, so and of course, again, I'm the guest.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes,
I'm,
please.
I'm going to take advantage of that.
Of course.
Yeah.
So
please
we're
do.
going to talk about Potato Factory Films.
Oh, I have
Because
to finish
that's what. Okay, you finish that, but talk show people, they always talk about their latest projects. So
Yeah,
we're gonna talk
which
about
I
my
hate
latest
that.
project.
I find it
I want to know what you're up to. 'cause I
Yeah,
like
okay,
your channel.
okay.
Yeah.
I hate that when I watch old talk shows.
And then I think after that, it's time to talk about would you
Yeah,
spend a day with
obviously.
Tim Allen.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do need to end it up soon. What I hate about that in talk shows is like, you know, I watch a lot of clips and I hate when people are just talking about the thing they're working on. Like,
That's kind of what it's about.
I know, but I wouldn't want to just be on a talk show to.
If you're not doing anything,
Talk-
why are you on the
That's
talk
the
show?
point.
Yeah, exactly.
Why can't I
Yeah.
just hire some guy on my talk show just to, if I'm a
Well,
cool,
they tell
come
us
on and
they
talk.
talk to. Sometimes they do talk to.
Like
each
when
other.
Ellen,
Yeah.
when like Ellen, she's like, oh, you've been on the show 4
But
times
sometimes
before.
it's like how it is like with Saturday Night Live, where like they
Yeah.
get the people that are in movies that
Yeah.
are coming out just because like they're happening. You know,
Yeah.
like they're the people that are
But
like
I would
getting
just,
attention at that time.
I
you
would
know?
see, I
and
would,
also it's to promote the movie.
I would
so.
want to do talk shows. Like, I want to be on Ellen. Ellen's cool.
Yeah.
I just want to have
I
my.
wanna get
I would
Brian.
never have an agent because agents are terrible.
You,
I just want to
BoJack Horseman.
call up Ellen or
You watch
something.
that?
no, I don't.
I just want to call up Ellen and be like, hey, I'm cool. Like, you know me. Like, say I'm an actor and like I'm a semi-big actor, like Andrew Garfield
You're
level or
indie.
something. People like me. I'm like, hey,
Mark
I'm not
Duplass.
doing anything, but you're a really cool host. It's like a bucket list to be on your
If
show.
you were really famous, yeah, that would.
Yeah,
you could
if I'm
probably
just
do
a
it. Yeah.
famous dude, like, let me on.
Yeah.
Like, are you saying, like, Rob Lowe, all he's doing right, he's the Colonel now, by the way, KFC Colonel Rob Lowe.
Is he really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
his commercial
awesome.
just aired. Anyways,
Oh, I
so
gotta see
all
that.
he's doing is commercials for Skechers and KFC. I want Rob Lowe on my show, though. If we can get Rob Lowe in the
Yeah,
guest
okay,
chair,
amazing.
he's not doing
I don't
anything.
want to be here
Yeah.
for that.
Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe, if you see this,
Wait,
come to
hold on, guys. Rob Lowe?
Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe.
If you see this, come to Would You Spend a
Why
Day with Tim
WYSADWTA?
Allen?
WYSADWTA. Rob Lowe, you
so
are welcome.
Spencer Lester
We will kick
Jensen.
Boston off.
Lester was our grandpa and uncle's middle name. And
Okay.
then right when our grandma died, my uncle's dog died, and then her brother died, who was named Spencer.
Okay.
And I was young, and I was like, okay, so what were old people named back in the 30s? Spencer and Lester. Boom. And then Jensen just, you know, came. It's no better last name.
Okay.
But so what the Chronicles of SLJ is about is Jamin, Benjamin is his name, but he goes by Jamin, is Spencer's grandson. He goes to jail, and he gets bailed the next day, but his mom bails him out. She's like, I'm done with you.
Okay.
You're an adult now. I'm done dealing with you. You're out of the house. I don't want to see you anymore. Like, she banishes him. She's just like, I'm done. You go on your own. So
Sorry, I
Benjamin.
just keep thinking of that reggae song where he just says Jamin over and over.
What Jamin?
But
What
so,
Jamin?
he doesn't want to go back to his friend's place who went to jail with him.
Yeah.
So his only connection is his grandpa. Turns out his grandpa's the weirdest guy on the planet. And he's just this crazy old guy that like collects spoons and is like, he's from his times. Like his quote is stop.
You know,
yeah,
His
Salad
quote is
King.
stop.
His-
that is my least
like,
favorite YouTube series.
his-
of
I
all
love
time.
Salad King.
I
It's
hate it.
so
It
weird.
creeped
So
me out
funny.
for so
I
long.
love
It is
Oh.
so
weird.
funny.
It is-
Yeah, okay.
It's so
But anyways, so
weird.
like Spencer just happens to be the weirdest guy ever. Like he does back in my day a lot.
Yeah.
And it's this
Back
little
in
thing.
my
Like
day.
like
Back in my day, we
Back
didn't
in
have
my
flying
day.
cars
yeah,
flying
it's
outside
like
the
it's
window.
more than his day though. Like we had one where like he's using binoculars. He's like, back in my day, we just had telescopes on our pirate ships. Like he's not that old. He was born in '37, and
Which now that's pretty old now.
that's 8
Well,
years.
my
Yeah,
grandparents
it's
were born in like 1930.
Well, again, I didn't know how
My
old.
grandparents were born in 1950.
As a kid,
And actually, my dad's parents were born in like 1958, I think. Yeah.
my grandma was born in 1950, and my
Yeah,
mom was
no,
born in
1950.
65.
58.
Yeah, our grandma's only 15 years older than our
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah, my
It's our dad's.
Yeah,
Well, no.
not.
Not our mom.
Though,
no,
though she did have a teen
my
pregnancy.
dad's parents were actually like
Well,
like
I remember that.
15 and 16 when my dad was.
I remember this
Yeah.
because you were
Yeah.
at my house one day, and you looked at your phone, and you're like, it is exactly. You're like, at this moment right now, it was the exact
Oh yeah,
time,
yeah, I remember that.
and it was a proud moment for you.
It wasn't a proud moment.
You were
for me.
you talked about it for weeks leading
Well,
up
yeah,
to
no,
it. Whatever.
I thought it was funny.
But I know,
didn't
but it
think
was in
like-
December something, and you looked at the time, and you're like, so right now, I'm exactly older than my grandpa was
when
when
my dad.
my
yeah.
dad was born.
Yeah.
It was
That's just a
he
big
did
ball of
all the
confusion right
math
there.
Yeah, and I was
to
like
find out the
15
date.
years old.
It was 50.
That's
you were,
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were like, I remember you were. Yeah, I remember the exact
But,
moment. It was one of those days where we hung out as a group with a bunch of people,
Yeah.
and then you never left.
Oh
we've
yeah,
we've
that
had
happened
so
a few
many of
times,
those
yeah.
where we'll have a bunch of
Was it
people over.
the time I brought all that Sprecher's root beer?
No, because that was the Halloween party.
No, yeah,
this was
yeah,
in
okay,
December.
okay,
So we were just. I think it might have been just you and one other person.
Okay.
Maybe it was no one. Maybe we were just filming and then you just never left. That happens a lot
Okay.
where we just.
Point is, are you done talking about
Yeah.
Spencer Esther Jensen?
Yeah. So Potato Factory. Films.
Okay, so. Okay.
But we don't.
Standing is not our strong suit here.
Okay, so Potato Factory Films is my YouTube channel. It's got about 600 subscribers right now. My goal
It's
is
in
to
our future channels.
Yeah.
yes, of course, and my goal is to have 1,000 by the end of the summer. I hope I can get that. I think it's possible, definitely. But
With this exposure you're getting?
I know, right? I mean,
If
if
it's-
all 7 subscribers, one of which is me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 of which are us.
Yeah. So in reality,
One of
like,
which is Alex.
four.
I'm pretty sure.
so that's like what, like 3 real subscribers.
Most of our subscribers are in this room currently.
Yeah.
Yep.
In fact, over half of our
Hopefully for you guys that'll
Yeah.
change, but
Yeah.
you know. Did he go into the bathroom just to avoid me talking about Potato Factory Films?
I don't
I don't
know
know.
because he's never left the podcast before. Also, I mean,
I feel like he's doing.
I mean, right?
he's
So-
doing something. Oh jeez.
Oh, you're doing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kill my phone.
Damn it!
Maybe.
So if you guys didn't hear what I said,
Yeah.
I very quietly muttered it under my breath. I said about to break my rule, and it's so cold. It's one of those things when you drink water and it's freezing cold that you have to pee.
This is a very exciting topic to talk about on the
Yes,
podcast.
you're it.
Oh, I think we've talked about urine before.
Talked about a lot of weird
Wonderful.
stuff.
Okay,
Talked
so
about
point
so
is
much.
back to my YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
Potato Factory.
Okay, so basically my channel is basically just basically it's just like really stupid videos, but they're stupid on purpose. So it's
They're really great.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people like them actually, but they're just supposed to be awful, you know. And I think I've done it correctly. I think I've made bad videos correctly.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
You know who-
16.
You know who got
There
really
is no
famous?
better.
Yeah, there are okay.
Now,
There's some
there's a
of my
show-
videos are just like perfect
They're
bad
bonkers.
ones. Yeah.
There's a show. His main show is Quest for the Crystal
Yeah, no, I
Potato.
gotta talk about this. Yeah.
And-
So my main show, Quest for the Crystal
Yeah.
Potato. Alex and I made an episode of that once. It was episode 16 of the show.
And nothing will
the-
ever live up to it.
Yeah, the title was Saving Mr. Tree.
Yeah.
And
God, that's so bad.
Well,
it's
it's saving
awful.
Mr. Banks. It was
Yeah, okay,
like-
first
yeah.
of all, I'd like to point out the name of this show is Quest
yeah.
for the Crystal Potato.
But now it's potatoes.
Yeah,
now it's potatoes.
now it's Quest for the
But
Crystal
spoilers.
Potatoes. Yeah. And this episode was called Saving Mr. Tree. And you know what? Put the link in an annotation. You gotta see this. It's just horrible.
I
Link in the
honestly,
description.
when I'm talking about Quest, because I'm on it, obviously I've been on a few episodes, and when I'm talking about it, I'm like, and people were like, oh, should I watch it? I'm like, no. Really, you shouldn't watch it.
You should watch.
I show them 16.
21 was pretty good. The newest one,
Yeah.
I like that.
See,
A lot of people said they liked that one.
I liked
but,
21 like after the Diamond Thief stuff, because the basement stuff was really cool.
Yeah, that was
And it
cool.
looked so great.
I want to go in your basement. This is creepy.
Well, yeah, so
Andy-
I totally know it.
yeah, I mean, it's
Okay.
pretty obvious.
I
But,
got it.
I'm
Okay.
curious.
I got it.
But
I'll tell it.
no, but so point is,
There's been nothing to bleep in this episode.
yeah,
No.
Yay!
but
So we don't care about Lynch's
well, what about
last name.
what about
Lynch was the
Sam's last name though?
We never
We
said
didn't
it.
say it.
Oh, you didn't?
I
Okay.
don't remember. I kept catching myself.
Okay, so
I mean, I'll watch it to make
okay,
sure.
so point is, Quest for the Crystal Potato is just legitimately like the worst. It's just greatly bad, you know.
It's
And
so bad it's good.
It's so
bonkers.
bad it's good, yeah. And
Usually
and
they just
so
have a
many-
shirt that says Quest for the Crisp Potato. It's bonkers.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna make some T-shirts pretty
Yeah.
soon. Like I have a T-shirt that's
See,
the PFF T-shirt.
Yeah, I know. And you know how there's the option. You did that in
Can I get
custom
one of
make,
those?
right?
Yeah, yeah.
I really think you should have bought, because there's the option of like 6 or more or whatever.
Yeah.
I think you should have upgraded that, because you could have made so much money off him, me,
Can I
Camden,
buy one?
like everyone
you
that,
could, yeah.
all of our friends would
Fun
have
story.
bought that
So
shirt.
I bought a shirt that has my YouTube channel logo on it,
Yeah.
and I accidentally bought a women's shirt.
Did you?
Yeah.
I wear a women's shirt like once a week.
Yeah,
You know
I-
my orange Beckley Strong shirt, which I actually almost wore on the podcast today, but I was like, I gotta wear the Gap.
Yeah.
Right.
Speaking of which, the Gap,
Yeah.
Yes.
The Gap.
the Gap,
The Gap.
the Gap,
Yeah.
the Gap.
One thing I want to say, there's a couple things I want to mention about Quest and Potato Factory films, but one thing, when you kept saying basically over and over,
Basically.
I watched a Chris Farley SNL sketch today. and it was-
Basically.
no, we just watched the best of Chris
Can
Farley
I,
SNL.
say, can I say? Let me tell you. What is it?
I'll tell you. Did you
What
watch
can I
it?
say?
No, it's this. So he's like, it's a weekend update with Kevin Nealon, and he goes, oh, so please bring my just, it's like Jerry Safari or something like that, and he's
Right.
like, and
He's smoking a cigarette. And
Yeah.
He's like,
he just starts, he goes, so I was at the supermarket, and there's this guy, and he just cuts right in front of me. So I says to the guy, and it's a minute and 42 seconds, so I said, and he keeps laughing. I don't know if his character's laughing
and
or if
every
Chris
time
Farley's
he inhales on a cigarette, he'll go.
Yeah, and he goes, so I says to the guy, I says, he was right there, he's like, right, says to the guy, and he says to the guy,
And he's like,
and-
listen to this.
Yeah,
I says
listen to the guy,
Says
he's
to the
right,
guy.
and he goes, yeah, I'm in front of him, says to the guy.
So basically, you know,
he
so
gets
it
really
says to the guy.
flustered.
He said to the guy.
He says to the guy.
He said to the guy.
I says.
says
So
to
he
the
does
guy,
it
yeah,
for
I
a
says to the
minute
guy.
and 42, and then he pauses and he goes, I've completely lost my train of thought. I don't remember why I'm on the show. I'll see you later, Kevin. He shakes his hand and leaves. And I was like, oh my god. Anyways, 2 things I wanted to talk about.
Okay,
Potato Factory
we gotta
films.
talk about, and I gotta talk about like the future too. I'm gonna
That's
talk
right.
about the
I'm
movie,
leading
okay.
into the future.
Okay, yeah, like your
it's 2 of my projects. Yes, episode 25 of Quest.
Okay, before you talk about 25,
Yeah.
I gotta talk about, so, one thing we're filming 3 episodes of Quest, like, this month on the same day.
So
And
Lord of the
it's-
Rings style.
Yeah, kind of. It's, episode 22, 23, and 24,
Yeah.
because they all have, like, similar cast and locations. But they're not the same thing. They're
Crime is a
different,
crime.
very different plots. Like
And
one
I'm
of
here to
the
stop
first
it.
one is like they go to this like business that the main bad guy of the season runs.
It's been renamed, correct?
No, yeah, it's Ardonian Technologies now. Okay, and then 2023 is like the main character who I created the show when I was 13, so I couldn't come up with a better name than Boston for the main character.
But it was Boston Elder.
It was Boston Elder instead of Boston Edler.
But it's
yes.
now Edler.
Yeah, but now it's Edler again. But
It's
Something
so
with a
better name than Boston.
yeah, but
I love it because
so
when
yeah,
you-
so Boston goes undercover as
Yeah.
one of these robots because
Yeah,
the bad guy's
Boston
plan
AI.
is like creating these robots to like take over the world. He's gonna like send them to people like I'm gonna get somebody to do a parody of Trump, and we're gonna send one of these robots to Trump, and he's gonna be like, oh no!
the plot
I
of
can do
it,
It's gonna be huge.
see the
It's
plot,
gonna be huge.
the plot
It's
of
gonna
like,
be huge.
Oh no!
Yeah, but anyways,
He's a
and then
robot.
the 24th
He's a
one
robot.
is a murder
I
mystery.
feel like he'd say robot.
and
crime is a crime, and I'm here to stop it.
and Detective Grayson's gonna be in that. Yeah, I forgot you're in that too, so
I
you're
am.
gonna show up for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so and Eric
can I
was
just
helping
say-
me write that one actually.
Yes.
Yeah. So
And I want to write Grayson's lines.
yeah.
I just have to say,
So 25 then.
Cat. Yeah, I will bring up, but Cat's probably gonna be on the set of that because we have
Will Jackson's on it though. Oh no. What is this?
we have a minor plan.
Okay.
I'm not. I'll tell you after the
This is gonna
podcast.
be terrible, isn't it?
No, it's not that bad.
It's terrible.
Anyways, anyways, 25.
They had a falling out. It's ugly.
I'll fall it out. Sure, that's all you call
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's an
Free-
understatement.
Oh my god.
We don't need this on the.
We don't need this.
Anyways,
We're a comedy
25.
show, not drama.
25. Story of a future guy.
Yep.
I wrote it. I'm directing it. He's in it.
Yep.
Am I?
Yeah. You're Alan
I
Brooks,
make
you
a
guys-
cameo in my own show.
Well,
I'm barely in that
yeah.
episode. Yeah.
But it's also one of your greatest moments in the show.
Yeah,
So
it
good.
is adventuring
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
over the place.
Anyways, not only
adventuring
all over the place, adventure.
No, I
Oh
found
yeah,
out.
adventure. I didn't know.
Adventure.
I didn't know you were doing the fall so early.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
You're really good at falling down.
it was the most amazing thing we'd ever done together. He fell, and we don't know how he fell so perfectly. Now
Yeah,
that
because
day,
that
and
is
then
just
in
the best.
15, I tried to fall. Like I was
That was
supposed to almost
garbage.
fall, and it's
And you
funny
didn't
because
even do it.
then you and Erica were talking about how like
how easy it is.
how like yeah it's like how hard can it be? We need to make a robot version of Boston,
Which
to
is
do
what
this.
started-
And that's how I
yeah.
came up with the Bostron AI, which
Yeah.
is the part of the bad
Because
guy
in
plot
Quest,
season 3.
throughout the series, Boston, which I love that his character's name is Boston, because we'll be around people talking about
And,
Boston.
yeah, and like
people
Katya
will
is
be
always like,
yeah.
are you talking about yourself in the third
They
person?
were like, no, it's
Yeah.
Boston. But what we Boston
going on here?
throughout the series,
What's going on
he
here?
has like saved the
What's
world.
up, Gramps?
What's up with that?
No. Since he has saved like the world, he's very well respected.
Yeah,
So like
exactly.
the
Boston
fact
is?
yeah. So
Yeah.
the fact of this
When did you save the world?
Several times
Yeah.
throughout the
Oh,
show.
okay.
but he's also a terrible person.
Yeah, he's an awful. The Boston in Quest for the Crystal Potato is just
The
an
worst.
awful person.
But
yeah.
you don't realize
He's
it.
like he's the good guy and he's the protagonist, but
He's
he's
terrible.
just such a jerk throughout the whole
So it's like
show.
Dr.
Yeah.
Horrible.
No, and then it's funny because the
Yeah.
bad guy whose name
Yeah.
is Dr. Crazy,
which is
Person.
why he is
Dr. Crazy Person is like a really awkward and he's
he's actually he's a really good villain until like
Man, you're really
13.
Yeah,
and
well,
then,
he's
like,
not really
you're
in
like-
it after that.
I know. Well, he's in like 17. But after
Yeah, briefly,
13,
but-
you're like,
Are we doing weird voices?
this
Yeah,
guy's
this is
really
the
nice.
Dr.
It's the
Crazy
crazy
person
person voice.
Well, I'm just gonna talk like this then.
Crimes
Okay,
and crime.
whatever.
Anyways,
We're all
You wanna know how I got these scars?
So-
Yeah, no, it's Dr. Crazy Person.
Yeah.
Okay.
so some future things coming besides episode 25, both which I'm writing, which I
yeah,
think are
26 features Dr. Crazy Person
26.
and your character Crucius,
Yes.
stranded on this planet. Like,
Well, don't spoil it.
okay, yes,
'cause that's
Do
the
you
big
use
spoil.
Celtics?
We will bleep this. No, he uses docs. He uses screenplay.
Yeah, I use Docs. I used to
editor.
use Adobe Story.
Yeah.
And then it just was too.
We're gonna
stupid. It
bleep
didn't
that
work
part.
very well,
We're
yeah.
gonna bleep that part.
Yeah,
That
you
was a
bleep the
big
spoiler part, yeah.
That was
So,
huge.
yeah, I messed
Anyways,
up, but,
not only
What
Um,
what do I have to bleep?
it was when we mentioned. I'll point it out. to you.
Yeah, okay.
I'll say it after the podcast.
No, it would have been funny if you'd said it was when we mentioned.
Yeah,
you know, the
I know.
part where
I
the
almost
place
did.
and no name,
I almost
and
did.
then you bleeped that.
Yeah.
out, yeah.
I almost did, but so also I'm working on. Boston has a very good show called An Irregular Life. It only
Oh,
ran
no.
2 episodes.
I forgot.
I
want to
bring it back.
Yeah,
and I
I
started.
told him there are 2 things that I told him if he writes a script
Yeah,
for it and it's
and I'm
good
gonna
enough,
bring 'em
I
both.
will make it.
Yeah.
It's An Irregular Life and it's The Rock Cycle.
Which is his best video.
It's not
It
my
was a
best video.
school project. It's like a minute 10 seconds long.
It's from like 8th grade. And
Yeah,
it's
you're not
awful,
even
yeah.
in it, are you?
No, I'm in it. No, I might not. I do a voiceover, I think.
Yeah, but it's mainly those two other people that
Yeah,
just
yeah.
look depressed to be a part of it.
Right.
But anyways,
Yeah, we're in my group. So
his
I-
birthday
yeah,
just happened a couple weeks ago, and I asked him what he wants for his birthday, and he just said, knowing you, an inside joke.
Yeah.
And I was like, what can I give him? And I was like,
That was pretty great.
yeah.
it was-
So what I decided was, I was like, I really want to buy a bicycle. Get a rock. I wanted a bunch of rocks to I wanted to drill them through what are
the rock cycle.
what are the spokes? I wanted to put them in the spokes, do a whole cool thing.
It's amazing. I should have brought it.
Bicycles, you should have.
Oh man.
Bicycles are really expensive. I don't have the money for a bicycle. Just use the tire to make the
For
rocks.
July one.
Yeah. So I kept making. I was like, oh, I really want to do a rock cycle. Maybe I was like, could we get the rock to get on a unicycle and come down here?
You gotta make this rock cycle thing this summer, okay?
Yes.
Yeah. And you gotta
Anyways.
release it. Let's do it soon and do it around the 4th of July,
Yeah.
and then I can
Yeah.
be promoting.
So, anyways, the rock cycle idea died because I was like, there's no way I'm gonna buy a bicycle.
Yeah. I already have so many bicycles.
Yeah.
So.
You do have a lot of bicycles. He does have a lot of bicycles.
That's
So
the quote for this episode. That's the title of this
Yeah.
episode. I already have too many bicycles.
So, anyways,
Maybe I'll just call it Boston is too many bicycles.
we went movie shopping. We went movie hunting. We're driving back, and there is a family bringing out their bicycle to the curb for free. We U-turn. Luckily, one of the tires was missing. They had the tire next to the bike, and the bike, had no tire on the one part.
Okay.
So I go open my door, I grab the tire, boom, there we go. I go
Yeah.
to
He didn't
Walgreens.
even get out. He
No, I opened it, we grabbed it, we
grabbed
went.
it, and we drove on.
Oh my gosh.
I went to Walgreens. I bought a Dwayne The Rock Johnson action figure. I 3-hole punched it, zip tied it.
3-hole punch gym.
I love 3-hole
Took us a while to find a 3-hole punch.
Oh
Like,
my
I
god!
knew we had
I
one.
meant a hole puncher, and he's like, "We have it," and he throws a 3-hole punch. I was like, "I wanted
After
one."
20 minutes of
Yeah.
looking for a 3-hole punch.
We searched the house. I zip tied it, and I was like, "Hey."
Yeah, so it's a rock action figure attached to a bicycle.
Yeah. And so I was like, "Hey, I want to come bring the
Just
president
send us
over."
a picture.
This story has gone way too long.
Take a picture of it and send it to him, and I'll
Okay,
throw it
but
up.
point is,
It's
it's
a-
the
I have-
rock cycle.
Yeah, it's
it's
awesome.
great. Yeah. So back to PFF though.
Yeah.
Potato Factory Films. So okay, so I think we're almost done with this. After I'm done talking about this,
Yeah.
we'll do that. But
yeah. I'm already
okay,
fine.
so I'm doing all these episodes of Quest this summer. I'm also starting a second channel. It's called President of Mars because
Nice.
that's my gaming username and stuff. It's my
That's
username on a
awesome.
bunch of stuff.
That's a great name.
But it,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I'd already said
President
awesome.
from or of?
Of.
President of Mars, yeah.
Okay. I
presidential.
feel like this is some inside joke or something.
No,
No.
I just
Okay.
didn't.
Are you gonna
No.
kill me, Alex?
I'm not gonna kill you. I
way it
hate
works.
this.
President
Where I'm
of
constantly-
Mars or President from Mars?
No, it's President
They
of
both
Mars.
work.
I'm the President of Mars. Yeah.
But you
No,
could be the president
Yeah, but it's
from
like,
Mars.
it's basically so like Potato Factory Films is like my short film channel and like my where I make like sketches and stuff. President of Mars is like my I don't want to say like vlog. It's not vlog, but it's just
It's your
more
second
like
channel.
it's my second channel.
Boston,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, you're not very good at vlogs.
When's
Tater
my ever-
talk
That's
was terrible.
I was 12.
I know, but it was
I
bad.
was 12, Alex.
We just did a vlog not too long ago, and it turned out okay.
It was awesome.
Oh yeah. But yeah. So anyway, the most important thing I want to talk about though is I am making a feature-length film,
Yeah.
90 minutes long. We're filming it in July. It's going to be released October 27th, 2017. I've got like the whole script for it. It's almost done.
I'm doing costumes,
yeah, he's doing
location,
costume,
and
yeah.
music.
Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of people doing music, so we gotta like
Yeah.
collaborate with that. But yeah, you're doing costume and you're helping me with locations. Yeah. So but then
Can I be in your movie?
no, we already.
I'm not even in the movie.
Yeah,
I got location and
Can I have a
costumes.
cameo?
Yeah.
I just want a
Maybe.
cameo.
Maybe. Okay, so
I will do full
but anyway, so it's basically the plot is
My lawyer does not want me to.
honestly I'm gonna release a trailer for it in like August, so you will figure
Yeah,
it
the
out.
plot's kind of confusing.
Yeah, it's hard to
I think
explain.
even for the
It's hard to
people that
explain,
are-
but like if I know
Yeah,
like if
it's
I
too
made a
long.
trailer, it would explain pretty well, and I think it's a pretty good idea. It works pretty well, but point
Now,
is, so yeah, that's
question.
PFF, and I'm gonna try to make a whole bunch of videos this summer.
Is
like I said,
there-
I'm gonna try to get to 1,000 subscribers.
Is there an official title?
Yeah.
Is it?
for the movie?
Yeah. Is it?
Is it
Okay,
just
so-
Quest the movie?
No, it's
Because
not. No, that's something else. I'm
There's
making Quest
something
the
that
movie
we
next year.
never. I think Cameron and I forgot to tell you.
I want to have a cameo in that.
Thwip exists.
Yeah, no, I know that.
Okay.
That's the working title. So the working title for the film was Thwip, and that was just because, like, I think Erica suggested that one day,
Yeah.
just as, like, you know, this is what we're going to call it, so we can just
But it
mention quickly.
exists.
Yeah, I know. It's, like, on the Marvel YouTube channel. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the Marvel YouTube channel.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But
It's just called Twit.
Yeah.
it's a show
It's
on
the
the Marvel
it's
channel.
the it's this noise of Spider-Man.
But
yeah.
I know what that is, but
But
We
yeah,
all know
so
what-
it's
like
the working
Snicked.
title has always been Thwip, and then
Yeah.
and I think that the Google Doc is still called that too. But
Yeah.
point is, like, for a while I wanted to do the title Guardian of the Link, but that's just awful.
Guardian
It's
of the
such a
what?
Stupid
Guardian
title.
of the Link.
So I've been trying
Of
to
the
come up
Link?
with a better title for it.
what's the movie about?
It's
You
it's
don't
like,
you know
yeah,
anything
don't-
it's
about
like a
talk about it.
sci-fi comedy, but
Yeah.
Alright.
but it's
I envision it to be as great as Biodome. I don't know why, but every time he talks
Have
about
you
it,
seen Biodome?
not all the way through.
That's a
But
good movie.
every time
I
he
like that
describes the plot to me, just Biodome thing comes to my mind, and so I have high expectations of Biodome. Like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, so if you're watching this amazing YouTube channel, you should go check out my
Yeah.
YouTube channel because I know this is gonna get like at least 1 million views. So
Yeah.
It's gonna be huge.
and everybody's gonna watch it to this point too, about like
Obviously.
an hour or whatever in. Yeah,
It's
I
probably
think
2
this is
hours at
past
this point, I
90,
think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
we've
is
been
our
going
longest
okay,
episode.
after we
I
lost
think-
the volume. Anyways, Boston, I have a question for
Yes.
you.
Okay.
What's your favorite Tim Allen film?
First.
Galaxy Quest.
Nice.
Okay.
Nathan said that last episode.
Yeah. did.
Really? Okay.
Still big trouble for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're
Toy
doing.
Story,
we're
Would
obviously.
you
doing
spend a day with
Tim
Tim Allen?
Yes, I would spend
Good.
a day with Tim
Good.
Allen. I'm glad we got to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there follow-up questions to this, or are we
No,
just
just-
done here?
No, it's spend a day with Tim Allen.
We just spent 2 hours just doing some bullshit, and
Yeah,
then we
which,
just
like I said,
The answer is yes.
like I said, people keep asking, like, what are you gonna ask me? Well, we talk about movies. We ask you if you would spend a day with Tim Allen. That's
This was
it.
a really focused episode.
Yeah.
the other hour and like
I mean,
55 minutes.
I
is
liked this
complete
episode
bullshit.
because I was the guest and we talked about stuff that
I was
Yeah,
really,
it was very
I was
focused.
really fearful of you being on this episode. It wasn't that you being on it. I didn't think you would like it as much as you did. You seemed really excited the entire time.
Yeah.
But I knew you and him. I didn't know how that was gonna work out. He loves you, but I know it's kind of awkward when you're there, and then you guys not knowing each other.
Yeah,
and you
right.
guys
I
are.
like it.
You are
You're cool.
opposites.
You're cool.
You are opposites, and I was like, "This is gonna be weird."
Yeah,
you
right.
enjoyed
In
it.
case you guys don't know, like I am, Alex is straight edge.
Yeah.
I'm like
You're-
straight edge plus.
Yeah, he has invented his perfect straight edge. It's
Me and Bat are not.
yes, his straight edge. It's no. I'm gonna say the first three. It's no drugs, no alcohol, no tobacco. Then it's no sex,
No swearing.
no swearing, no
Yeah,
alphabetical order,
Ridiculous to me.
no alphabetical order.
No
I
swearing.
probably
couldn't
could-
do that.
No,
I couldn't go
no
day.
I would
contact
die.
with Alex is probably really low on the list. Like somewhere it's like, yeah, Alex is. You probably shouldn't hang around Alex.
I don't think the alphabetical order quite counts as one
Yeah,
of them.
we made a whole list. Oh no,
Wait, like 10 years ago.
you're
In
already. You guys are actually all both off it. No tattoos, no piercings. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah, yeah.
really extreme.
Yeah.
I think in our
I feel,
first,
no, it's not. It's
No
not even like.
Trump, no KKK,
No,
no fascist
I
USA.
think the, yeah,
I
okay.
think in our first DVD collection video, we were talking about how we are all our movies are alphabetized, and then I think we threw a line in there where we said like someone does it chronologically, and I was like, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Because
okay.
it's just so dumb.
I'm offended by that.
I'm
But,
sorry, bro.
I know, but,
Triggered.
I think one of my
The
life
point
goals
is-
is to offend you.
okay,
AC.
you've offended me so many times though.
Yeah.
No, but anyway, so oh man, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, so anyway,
Life.
Straight edge.
anyway,
plus.
so yeah, so
Straight edge squared.
anyway, so I was saying, you know,
He's like, so anyway,
So anyway, so I says to this guy.
I said to the guy. I said
Says
to the guy. He was
I,
ready. I says to
that's
him.
what I was trying to say,
Yeah.
but I forgot what the word was. Yeah, I forgot what it
Says
was.
to him.
Yeah. But what was I talking about though?
We were talking about just straight edge prime. and
Oh yeah,
stuff,
so
and
yeah, so honestly, the thing about that though, it's not like I'm like doing that on purpose. Those aren't like my rules or anything. It's just I have no desire to do any of that stuff. You know,
Yeah.
it's like never have, and I don't think I ever will, just because of the way I am.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think like I'm not against other people doing that
Yeah.
stuff. You know, I don't
Yeah.
care. You know, it's
Your
just,
grandma even has a tattoo.
yeah, my grandma
Which
has a tattoo.
baffles me.
I just never
I get
did
it was
tattoo.
for like
Yeah, it was
her
yeah, it was,
dead friend or
yeah,
whatever.
her dead sister. Yeah.
How weird would it be if I got a tattoo that just said the word Boston, and whenever you ask me about it, I'm like, no, I just love that band.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so this
Yeah,
is kind
I
of cool
think I
actually.
mentioned it. I
So
mentioned it.
okay, but I want to mention it.
Yeah.
But so the band Boston
Big fan.
played
I'm not.
on my
It's not my
birthday
thing, in Mass.
in the city in which I was born.
And our uncle went to that show.
Oh my gosh! And I saw it briefly. Like I drove past it, so I could say I kind of like
I saw Boston.
I circled it a few times.
I circled it a few times. I totally saw that. Man.
I sat in the parking lot for that entire show.
Only
Said every like Adele fan.
the vocalist was not original though. We're gonna wrap things up. I have a couple things to say. One, thank you to Boston, amazing guest.
Okay, thank you.
Way better than our last guest.
God, it's so bad.
God, you actually
I
entertaining.
I
Yeah.
says to the guy, pulled up for immediately after the podcast.
That
Also-
should be the title of this video. It says to the guy.
Yes.
I love Boston has too many
Yeah.
bicycles.
Boston says to the guy.
It's pretty good. We don't. It's too
Boston and
I
his
know what you're
many
thinking.
bicycles.
Yeah.
Says to the guy.
Okay,
Too
so
many
you have the choice
bicycles.
between too many bicycles and I
Yeah.
says to
I
the
says
guy.
to the guy's already the name of something. I think it should just be too
Okay,
many
too many
bicycles.
bicycles.
Boston's
Boston
too
has
many-
too many bicycles.
Yeah,
Okay.
Boston's
There you
too
go.
many bicycles.
So it would be
anyway,
really
says
funny
to
if
the
you
guy.
choose a different title and then people are watching this and they're like, that's not the
Boston
title.
and his many. It's gonna be Boston and bicycles. Something,
It's something
like
about
that.
Boston bicycles.
Boston
And him
bicycles.
says it to the guy.
Anyways,
And I says to the guy.
so thank you, Boston.
Okay.
Next week, next 2 episodes, because it's also next week, because it's like Saturday, but it's also next Tuesday.
That's gonna be so difficult to film 2 episodes in a row. I
We
don't know how
have-
we're doing that.
We have the
I
glorious
think we can do that.
Dare Stone as our guest, which I am just super excited for. I think it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. He's excited, I'm excited, you're excited, he's excited. Boston,
all excited.
you'll love
Yeah, I don't
watching
know who that is,
Dare.
but I'll watch.
It's gonna be
I'm gonna
huge.
watch the first 3
Yeah.
episodes as soon as
Yeah.
school ends. Yeah. So
So we got Dare Stone next week, and for our Tim Allen special, which we're having a Tim Allen special for his birthday next
Cool.
Tuesday, kind of live.
The
Yeah.
top part of
WYSADWTA. WYSADWTA.
WYSADWTA.
Yeah.
The top part.
That's how you say it. And if
Okay.
you don't want to say the whole thing out, it's just WYSADWTA.
Would you spend a day with Tim Allen? I can say it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Well, not a lot of
It, yeah, it doesn't take very much. But WYSADWTA.
And it's also, it sucks to type that out. Would you spend a day with Tim Allen? It's terrible. Anyways, this has been WYSADWTA. Would you spend a day with Tim Allen? Black Style.
Bad Tracy.
Pat Keebler.
Boston Edler.
We'll see you next time. Forgot to do the shout out to Sherry, so cheers.
How fast can you drink water? It's pretty fast.
Did you just go to the bathroom?
You did.
No.
I was gonna tell you that you have to like literally take the toilet seat off to use it.
No, I don't go to the bathroom.
Okay. What should the thumbnail be?